Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Old Heads, episode 62. Back in the building, man. Coming to y'all a little earlier tonight. That's actually my son's birthday. I'll be going to a birthday dinner tonight. So, but man, still gonna bring y'all some great content, man. I'm your co-host, Omar, aka O'Milly, aka that dude, aka Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. Episode 62. This is our questions episode, man. Questions week. So we're gonna be talking about a little bit of football, a little bit of basketball, a little bit of water polo. Just fucking with y'all, just making sure y'all watching, man. Like and subscribe. But Old Heads, episode 62, questions week. I'm gonna let these brothers introduce themselves. As you see, we got a special guest today. So Old Heads 62, let's get it in. You need brothers, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Boy Bills, man. Old Heads, get with us.
Yes, sir.
And OG, man, French loaf out east, man, Mr. Honey Pack in the Midwest.
Mr. Honey Pack. Special guest.
Man, check it out, man. I appreciate y'all brothers giving me another invite. Come on over here and talk some sports.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes, sir.
Play your partners. So you already know, man, it's Dietrich Manuel, the host of Not Your Ordinary DJ radio show. And man, you can find me on Bump That Radio all the time bumping. So
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
y'all brothers.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
excited about today,
Yes,
man. I won my
sir.
baseball, one of the baseball
man,
five today.
man,
I don't know if y'all did some like that before, but hey.
that's my favorite team.
So,
White
hey,
Sox, my
man,
favorite
shout out
team.
to the
You
guys
know,
in
you
black.
know.
The guys wear black. Know that.
Absolutely, man. I'm a big time White Sox fan, man.
Big
Frank
time.
Thomas, Jack McDowell, Lance Johnson,
Tim
all that
Brains,
good stuff.
yeah,
Tim
yeah.
Brains. He was really his best years was in Montreal.
Hey,
but
we have it too.
yeah, we had him too. Absolutely.
go.
Jason, I was actually a
Yeah.
big Jason Beret. Now, I don't know many people who do harder than Jason
Robert
Beret.
Ventura.
Oh yeah, Robert
Robert
Ventura,
Ventura,
South,
yeah,
South
yeah.
shortstop, got his ass whooped by Nolan Ryan. That's a
That happened.
that's a different story. But
Can't win them all.
can't win
Don't
them
ever
all.
charge Nolan.
Cannot
Don't
win
ever
them
charge
all.
Nolan.
Yeah, no,
Little Joey
thanks.
Cora. But anyway, moving right along, man. We've been seeing a lot with like football and running backs, and it seems like they want to pay running backs with food stamps these days for the
Right.
most part, link
Yeesh.
cards.
Yeah.
So, what do you think with that happening? What sport do you think could benefit from some of these young guys saying, "You want to know what? I want to be a running back. I want to play football." They not getting paid the way like they see a Patrick Mahomes getting paid or Aaron Rodgers getting paid. What sport you think could benefit most if there is guys who start running backs who start looking at other sports at a young age?
I think my take's so different probably that I should even really say it first because it don't make no sense to say it last. It ain't going to be the best take.
Okay.
Same point in time, I feel like maybe football. Maybe football staying in the game the most. You know, when I was a kid, I was always, I always do the ball. When I used to play back in the day, I would play all the time. I would play a lot. But I always do the fucking ball. I was always a quarterback.
Right.
And then when I was watching the NFL growing up, I was like, damn, why don't they throw it more? You know what I'm saying? In certain situations, it's like, depending on your team. Not if you're Seattle going for a Super Bowl against the Patriots. But, same point in time,
No,
though.
we keep talking to you, P.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can't be
Shots
told
fired.
that out here. You got
talking to you.
you got to be aware of, you know what I'm saying, the situation.
Shots
But a
is
lot of
definitely
times,
fired.
though, if your best player is a quarterback, and you playing against a team that's been stuffing the run all damn day, and you calling plays like right up the middle and against a Dominican Sue or some damn body. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what I'm saying? I always wanted to see, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers air it out a little bit more, give people more chances, like different receivers, just more opportunities downfield. You know what I'm saying? So maybe football shit, I don't know.
Okay. Who you think, Hendo?
What sport I think they should do? I kind of thought about this. I think a lot of motherfuckers should be, think about basketball. A lot of motherfuckers got hands and legs.
Coxwell brothers, though.
being quick and
Coxwell.
being have a lot of bounce nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
And maybe they play some damn defense.
But
You know what I'm saying?
With that
to me,
mentality,
I'm tired of
yeah.
Marcus
to me, I
Smart
think
being
my
the only
big
motherfucker
answer,
playing
my
damn
big
defense.
answer is going to be stay in football and learn a different position. A lot of the guys that when we was growing up, they was able to fit different positions.
Yeah.
So say we was quarterback or running back deep or wide receiver deep, shit, throw me on defense. I play linebacker
I'm trying to tell you.
because I played two sides of the ball. You know what I'm saying? I played offense and defense,
Yeah, I used to hit niggas.
tight end and linebacker. So
Yeah.
if shit ain't working on one end,
Yeah.
keep the same mentality. What you know, use that, utilize, go on fucking defense. Go and hit motherfuckers. You like to hit motherfuckers anyway. You should. You a running
Play
back.
the same damn position.
I'm just saying.
The running back and the linebacker.
I know we could be
is
talking
each
about some
other
smaller
head on.
guys, but shit, if you fast, shit, free safety. You know how to cram, right? Cram. Bam. Cram, nigga. But that's
Well,
my
wide
thing.
receiver Montgomery from the Green Bay Packers. A lot of motherfuckers play wide receiver.
And that's the
and
biggest
running
thing.
back.
But not only that. A lot of people undervalue kick returns, special teams and stuff too. You know, they don't want to go back there, man. That you can make a lot of. I've seen guys make they big breaks.
I was gonna say,
You know, let's not forget how Hester got on. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, you talking about the greatest of all time.
That's but I'm just saying how he got on was so smooth because he worked like a dog. Next thing you know, he a wide receiver.
And that didn't work for us.
Nah, I mean it wasn't make the beat, but as like I said, you should be flexible with your game like that. Like you said, everybody knew how to throw, right? All right, so shit, y'all need a backup quarterback here. Let me get a couple reps in too. Shit, I ain't finna leave y'all motherfuckers. I'm finna work something out. If you really about your money, you should be grinding. If you an athlete, you should be about your money. So,
What sports you think could benefit most from running backs, or possibly
Man,
running backs?
I agree with the defensive side of the ball. You know, the cornerbacks come a time when they just some short, stocky brothers instead of the long, lanky arm tackling. I think that'll fit a nice scheme to go and throw Ezekiel Elliott out there with his nose ring. He gonna headbutt you back 5 yards. I don't know.
Looking like
I'm
Lenny
just saying,
Kravitz,
though, you know what I'm saying? His type of statue of a body shape. You feel what I'm saying? I think if the game changed like that, that'd be something fun. To watch.
That's actually a good point because NFL going to more, you know what I'm saying, RPOs, Tomcats, and shit like
Sling
that.
pass,
So, you know what I'm
about
saying?
short niggas like Sean Merriman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because dog wasn't really that big. He was just quick off that snap. And he get around. Next thing you know, it's an arm on you. He jamming somebody. Like, man, where the fuck this little motherfucker come from?
Running backs got 2 necks. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna see that brother with them shoulders and 2 necks.
That neck.
Sean,
Paul.
Paul.
Yeah,
That boy
With Chargers,
just just got extra muscles
just
behind
like
his ears, man. For me, that's so.
Then you start
You think
doing
about
steroids on things.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same
yeah.
way.
Adrian Peterson
He was
on
5'10".
Yeah.
Nine.
that's what it was.
That'd be cold
I
blooded.
stand
Yeah,
corrected.
but I figured it was because his color's kind of similar. But no. But,
My next one, I guess I would say, was boxing.
ooh,
Because
Ooh,
running backs,
I like that.
Running backs got the
I like
Mike
that.
Tyson build.
I
They
like that.
built like that, but
I don't know if they can take a
practicing
hit
for
in the
that.
face.
You gotta
I forgot he won out that Frank Gore and Bell fight.
Oh man, they tried it already. Bad suggestion,
no.
y'all. My
I
bad.
seen Hershey walk out there. I was praying for that man. I was praying for
He
him.
not no fighter. He is a political man. No, he's no fighter.
Oh, wow.
He's no fighter, sir.
I seen him out there.
He'll write a mean statement.
I
He's
personally, me personally,
no fighter.
Learn better.
Me personally, I think the sport that could benefit most from running backs is baseball. I think baseball could absolutely benefit. One of the greatest baseball players ever was a phenomenal running back, Ricky Henderson. You know what I'm saying? With
Bo
those,
Jackson,
with
too.
those legs, you know what I'm saying, with speed and being able to get on base. And I think only thing is with baseball, you have to start it early.
I was about to
You
say,
know what I'm saying? But
because you got to see that ball.
Yeah.
The
Well,
older you get, the harder it gets.
But you can be outfield. You can be outfield chasing down the ball. I mean, I'm not saying that's not a hard talent. I'm not saying it's not a hard talent, but a lot of these motherfuckers be pinch. What you call pinch runners?
Yeah, pinch runners.
You know what I'm saying? Where he
That's a
hits
check.
with him on there. I'm just
That's a
saying.
check.
If you put a motherfucker that can run a 4
Pinch run from the Sox right now.
Yeah, when I say
With
a curve,
That game is so skilled. It's
yeah,
underrated.
I mean, they're gonna have
It
to
ain't
start it.
everybody.
They're gonna have to
see the ball,
start
to
it.
hit it, all of that shit.
I mean, you're gonna have to be
accuracy with
kids
your
like
gun.
yeah, it's gonna have to be kids like now, like
Yeah, you know
starting
what I'm
it.
saying?
We'll see it in like 10, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I don't know. You never know, man. The running back position, I think eventually it'll come back. I think they'll figure out a way to pay these guys. But talking about running, Justin Fields says that he's a top 5 running quarterback of all time, cap or no cap. Who want to start that off?
shit, no cap, shit. Tell me 5
Name
motherfuckers
people
better.
Let's start out. Let's start out.
People better.
5:35 p.m.
If everybody if everybody get one, it's 4
Yeah,
here.
hit that.
That's what you got.
It'll reach in
Solid.
that. We all good.
Well, I mean, shit.
Yeah, let's do that. Five.
Everybody
Our
here,
top
we got
5.
four.
So we got
Running,
Randall Cunningham,
running.
one.
Yep.
Running.
Michael Vick.
Yep.
That's my pick.
Who else? Steve Young.
Steve McNair.
Steve.
Steve
Steve McNair.
He could
Donovan
run a
McNabb.
little bit.
I thought about Donovan, but come on. You
They
really think
kind of the same.
Donovan is not a
Okay,
better than Justin?
hold on.
Cordell Stewart is a better runner than both of
Let's
them.
let
There we go.
that's
There
what
we
I'm
go.
saying.
Now
hold
we
on,
get
hold
Frank
on.
Tarkenton.
Hold on. Let's get
Shout
the
out,
people.
Skull.
Let's get the people we all could agree on. So Mike Vick,
I agree.
okay. Cam Newton,
I agree.
okay. Steve Young,
Steve Young White.
I don't.
Lamar Jackson, Steve
Lamar
Young,
Jackson, okay.
Tarkenton.
We doing nothing
Frank
like
Tarkenton,
that.
Daddy was like,
okay. Fran Tarkenton. That's 5. That's actually 6.
Dan Marino can run.
no.
Not like that.
Not like that.
John Elway.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah,
I was
John
thinking about
Elway.
John Elway.
Now,
He get
now
loose.
we're gonna put up.
But-
Let's think about how many.
But he's a better runner than John Elway. He's a better runner than, I'm not. But the problem with Fields to me is he don't have a resume yet. So we can say what it looked like. That's like saying Aaron Rodgers the best quarterback of all time because he throw a pretty spiral. This nigga won 1 Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? You can't say what it looked like. You gotta say what it is. So until he get
He's
his
just saying
resume
running.
up,
He's just saying running. He ain't saying he. As far as when it
Yeah,
comes,
it's
as far as it comes to tucking that ball and running it, I have to put him in my top 5 because there's some shit that he's done with just running that motherfucker off some shit that I ain't never seen. I ain't gonna say never seen, but it's been a long time since I've seen it. I've seen 3 men be at this motherfucker. He dunk underneath the motherfucker, bullet about that bitch. That's tough.
If he get touched, his ribs will fall
All
off.
right, okay,
So-
but you gotta touch him first.
You
It
say no.
Yeah,
happened.
he's tender.
He not top 5. He top 5 for you, teacher?
I think I can pick 6 more people, brother.
Okay. You're saying he was a top 5.
And I ain't biased
Top
to
5.
the CFC.
It's top 5. as far as
Just flat out, just running quarterback.
Running the quarterback.
not
Right,
yet.
somebody we
Right,
missing
in 3
still.
years, I'll say yes. And maybe 2 years.
I would have to say he's had 1 good year. So after 1 good year, there's no way
That
I
was
could
desperate plays
say
too
you're
as
top
well.
5
Right.
anything.
Of just running the
You know
ball.
what I'm saying?
He's
All
just-
time.
Just him running the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
He didn't just have 1 good year. I mean,
The Bears
he
showed
wasn't
that
throwing the
playbook.
motherfucker well. I tell you that. So the
That's
running
what I
was
said,
the
they
one
showed
thing
you
he
the
could
playbook.
count on,
Right,
and
right.
he was winning games off him just running the ball. That's
He ain't had no
all.
choice.
Well, what
Yeah.
about Robert Griffin?
He's
the
running
third?
for his life.
See,
He was
Robert
very running the ball,
Griffin.
except he wouldn't get down. He wouldn't get down or out of bounds.
Right. He had 1 year.
Exactly.
Robert
You know what I'm
Griffin-
saying?
But that's
Yeah,
like-
well,
like-
he's throwing that
But he
motherfucker.
Vince
was
Young.
running.
No, he's a running
Vince Young can
quarterback.
run
That's why.
from
Yeah,
Texas.
he wasn't a good running back. Cool running quarterback. That's why.
Yeah, I mean that's my
He got to
only issue is the fact
got
he's
to on the
really
left.
only had like
And his lineman let him do it too.
He's only hit
Try to get him out the way.
Let him do it.
On my life, get him out the way to get Kirk Cousins in there.
He gonna get
On my soul, we gonna get Kurt in here, and that's how that was a.
Like I say, Lamar Jackson, Randall Cunningham. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people we can
It's
do.
a lot.
Yeah, but see, that's crazy because
Jackson,
Lamar
Mike
nigga
Jackson
Fields-
is a running quarterback.
Justin Fields
Yeah,
damn
dude.
near, if not, just broke Lamar Jackson almost for doing the same
Yeah.
fucking shit in the
Yeah.
same year that we giving him credit for is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because Lamar Jackson, he didn't do well last year, the
Lamar
year
Jackson
before.
did it with a
So,
bigger playbook.
but this is what I'm saying though.
And
You
there's
guys are
playbook
he's
was
done
this
it
big.
both
you guys are
years.
giving him a lot of credit for somebody who ain't played a lot of ball because he been sidelining himself due to whatever they got going on over there.
That's
So
that
we
shit.
talking about a guy who was running. Yeah, okay, but that was a year that Fields had an amazing year. So if we take off a year you're not doing, how are we still putting that in the top 5 for this year though?
because Lamar
I
Jackson.
say all- I
has
say
had
all over. I say
numerous-
overall.
You see what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
feel like
I
y'all
say
going off the
overall.
y'all going off the performance.
I
What?
ain't doing.
I
I like the man.
yeah.
Don't get it wrong. I think nothing wrong with it.
I just say Justin Fields came from a
Lamar
playbook.
Jackson been balling
They had
since
no
he been in the
choice.
league.
And he
Lamar
better throw
Jackson
the
been
football,
yeah, he's
too.
much
But we
better
talking about
football.
I know we talking
Yeah.
about.
I know. Yeah,
I don't
just run it. Yeah, just run it. But
Now what
even
happens when
still,
everybody go-
Lamar Jackson been doing it too
Yeah.
long, and he's unanimous
Too
MVP.
long.
I mean, Justin Fields had 1 year. I don't even know if he even had 1 MVP.
Half a year.
You know, I mean,
I'm talking about an MVP.
now-
I'm talking about
now
just
from-
running the ball though.
Yeah,
so.
but no, yeah, I get it.
And
that's
I
what
get
got him the
I get it,
MVP.
but that's really what
Yards
separates
on the
Lamar.
feet.
though.
Nah, he was throwing that motherfucker. Nah, he was throwing that motherfucker.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson
No,
was
he
throwing
broke
that.
the
No,
mold, man. They
he
couldn't
was
catch
throwing
him.
that motherfucker, and he had a nice running back
Who
over
was he
there.
throwing to then?
Higgins, a few other motherfuckers. They had a nice little whip over. They had a dope, one of the best tight ends. Like,
Oh,
what do you
man.
throw to a lot of
Andrews,
motherfuckers? Like,
Andrews was the only one he probably was throwing to
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Everybody else,
that's,
we didn't know
that's
they
the
names
issue.
like that.
That's the issue.
That man
they
was
having
getting
Baltimore
loose.
Is the fact
And
never,
he was
never had a
getting
legit
loose doing
one.
spins. Like
He
a
has a
joystick.
great tight end.
It was going crazy.
He is
That's
their
electrifying.
offense. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's no way I think I have Fields. I mean, I would put him maybe probably top top 9, 10 all-time running quarterback. We're just having.
That's saying a lot for already too.
Yeah,
that's what played 2 years. And got him up there with the greats all time running.
I just can't.
He gonna kill all
level
level
2.
He gonna be the best running quarterback ever. I think.
He could. Now that's why I would agree. He could be. He could be.
He on that pace. He's gonna.
Yeah,
be.
he's
Just
on
like
that
Justin
pace.
Jefferson. The numbers he putting up over there,
Yeah.
just killing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Really, like they don't pace.
That was
I just think to slow down right now, young fella. But talking about Justin Jefferson,
Shout out Skull.
Madden, they recently did their rating. Do you think they got it right? And what do you think? I know you're a big Justin Jefferson fan. What do y'all think his overall should be? Well, I know you a big Justin Jefferson
I'm a
fan.
Viking. I'm a Viking.
I guess I should ask you. What do you think his rating should be?
Shout out Skull, but I think it's a little overrated, man. Like I said, the playbook when he was passing, he only passed it. Adam Thielen disappeared. What's my man KJ Osborne started developing in front of us. He got chanced.
Right.
But the play was hype. Shotgun, Justin Jefferson. So that's just me. I don't know. I come from another era of wide receivers like Randy Moss and them and be electrifying, and you know what I'm saying, when they do their highlights, I guess, you know what I'm saying. But if you only have that to do for a playbook, hey, greatness is greatness though. I wouldn't say he's just 99.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Greatness is greatness, and he was great and performed at a high level. But 99, where is he gonna go after that? They already peaked him, and my man ain't even did. He ain't peaking.
My problem with ratings like that is that now you start comparing them to motherfuckers that they greatest. 99 is the dopest score you can get.
Yeah.
So like now you saying 99, he Randy Moss at that year, or is he, you know what I'm saying, Jerry Rice in 89 or some shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the fine line you dancing with right there. Is why they should be careful with that type of shit, because it's like saying fucking Bosa is as good as Lawrence Taylor or some shit. It's like, come on,
Deion
man.
Sanders supposed to be 99.
You know what I'm saying? You're not fucking Lawrence Taylor.
Was Deion
You know what I'm
Sanders
saying?
ever
Y'all
99?
okay, B. That motherfucker should have been 99 most.
That's all I'm saying. Like, why
Probably.
Deion ain't 99? Just 99. That's crazy.
49ers, Cowboys.
Prime
Yeah,
time.
you should get 99 on all those
Listen,
things.
my biggest qualm is, I don't know, and this ain't no shot to nobody's team or nothing,
No, for
man.
sure.
But how the fuck you getting to 99 and you ain't winning shit?
There we go.
Man,
And I'm not trying to be that guy.
Man, you have
Same
to
goes with the fucking Chargers and Bosa and all that. Y'all got one of the best defense over there and shit. How the fuck you
can be
how
in
the-
99?
Come on, you not
Oh,
doing shit.
Put him on 99 speed. Be that.
Nigga.
Don't be overall.
No,
These niggas at 99 not even in the playoffs.
No, listen. Now hold up.
99 agility.
Hold up.
Nick Chubb's like a 99 now.
Y'all tell me just yes or no if y'all agree. These are all the players that's a 99. Zach,
Yeah.
quick, yes or no. Zach Martin,
I mean, yeah, he kind of
Quarterback?
offensive line.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, hold on, man, he be working.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
can just,
Travis Kelce,
He should be a 97 or 98.
sheesh.
Patty Mahomes,
Fuck yeah.
Yo.
He a 99.
Justin Jefferson,
He should be a 96, 97. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
right.
I give
96,
97.
and Aaron Donald.
Yeah, he should always be a
Down the
99.
wreck shit.
He's a two-time defensive
He
leader.
takes the ball from people and
I
score.
get it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get it.
man,
He's the one. And then I think they had Ramsey last year. He was a 99. And they talk about he fell off, so they gonna put him different. But other niggas didn't fall off last
Right,
year.
you know what I'm
Ramsey
saying?
fell off, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got. I mean, theoretically, though. So is Jefferson better than Devontae Adams? They got Devontae at 97.
He ain't won shit. I'm sorry. I don't know how any of these niggas.
I'll take
That's
JJ over Devontae.
Oh, Devontae.
I mean, yeah, I'm
Now
telling
you
you.
were right. They gave Jalen a 97. Jalen Ramsey's a 97.
You know, he was a 99 last year.
So yeah, that.
And he was a 99 last year. They put him in the 99 club last year. They was bragging about it. When they won that Super Bowl, they put him.
Man, no room for growth.
They put him up there. I promise you. I get mad every year, man. They be fucking up, man. Man be fucking up. That's all it is. They reason they boost them ratings is so motherfuckers to buy that game. You know that. So now they come in there and there's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers picking Minnesota and shit. Niggas. That's all it's gonna be. They do that to boost.
You better not drop a pass on the game.
Yeah, that motherfucker better not drop shit, nigga. You better throw that nigga a Gatorade bottle from 30 yards. You better catch that shit with the tip of his finger.
That pass better
but,
get
but I don't get that because you're right
2K.
because they have him when I say he was a 96, but you got Sauce at a 93.
Nigga.
Sauce Gardner.
And Sauce Gardner had an amazing fucking year.
Ricky had it,
An amazing fucking year. So how he not a 95? How he not a 95 for the year? Motherfuckers didn't even watch the Jets before he started playing for them niggas. You know what I'm saying? They was like, man, they got a cold ass corner. Watch this nigga play, man. He
and they had some
cold.
players on the team and everything.
Right.
But they offense
Got
was
on purpose,
horrible.
too.
I'm just
But
saying, no
then-
shot to the Jets, man. But niggas gonna watch him.
They got sauce, so I ain't gonna lie to them.
Yeah, I think we all did.
You like shit down on
I think we all did. So you say Madden did cap? Do you think they got it right or no?
They never get it right.
Never
Madden
got it
never
right.
get it right.
Didn't get it right. What you think, Dietrich didn't get it
I'm
right?
telling them they just got an opinion.
Damn.
They gotta sell a game. That's all I
Damn, you got
tell
an
you.
opinion.
I'm still gonna buy it. I'm still gonna play the shit out of it, but I don't agree with these ratings.
Man, don't rate no more of my Minnesota people with no 99 again, man. We trying to get somewhere. We ain't trying to get there.
Put 99 on Kirk Cousins. That boy's gonna throw 15 interceptions in the first 15.
Turn them nines upside down,
Hey,
66.
How you get a 99? You ain't even get a look in the last playoff game.
Man, I thought
You got look. Look.
And I seen Alexander locked down too in the snow. That's why I said 99. You got to be able to play in the snow, JJ. JJ,
Kirk Cousins is mistake prone.
leave the shiny cleats alone, man.
You know what's funny though? How the receiver got the 99, but they ain't boost Kirk Cousins like he wasn't throwing to him. Like his shit didn't boost up at all. Like Justin Jefferson was throwing to himself. Like I hit it.
It's so accurate.
It's like a slight towards Cousins. I gotta agree with that though.
That was the play.
Nigga, but if I don't throw you the ball, if I don't throw
right
you the ball, you not a 99 though. So this like they sliding, like how he go up to a 99 for being whatever last year, but Kirk shit stay the same. Like he didn't throw in the rock.
You do the same shit
Kirk
every time.
77.
Get to a big game and fuck up.
Yeah,
Big
he got 90. He
situation.
might be a flat 90 right now.
I like
He
Kirk
might be a
Cousins,
flat
too.
90 right now.
I'm watching a quarterback TV show on Netflix.
Yeah, he got the long hair.
I like
Kurt
this nigga,
turned hippie on his way.
Oh wow.
They
He
hit
was
with
an
the
84.
See?
Yes, I said.
And he should at least be an 88. He should at least be an 88. At least.
I guess.
You gotta win a playoff.
He was winning games though, but he ain't win the big
He
games. So-
loses game.
But they had like, yeah, he do be. I told
Big
motherfuckers,
games interesting.
he
I'm
do.
trying to tell you.
Oh, trust me, I agree.
Yeah, he loses.
Very, very
Definitely.
theatrics.
We're gonna turn the corner a little bit here. Moving to the NBA. With the NBA becoming more about shooting, and I hope I'm saying her name, Loshich of the Liberty set the 3-point record this past week in the WNBA All-Star game. She set the 3-point record for men or women. NBA becoming more about shooting. Do you think eventually we will see a woman in the NBA in our
Oh,
lifetime?
Lord, I hope my God, no.
I think somebody said the best. There's the only possible way I could see a woman coming in, she would have to be a point guard or a hell of a point guard, because it could never be no big position because they play too physical down there. But if you really watch how some of these females hoop nowadays, I think one day it could happen. I think one day, because some of them ladies is nice. I'm talking about nice.
Absolutely, yes.
Nice.
I mean,
We already see the coaching coming
the
in.
softer this fucking league is getting, of course a woman can play. I hate to say it like that, but it's the
Sure, you
fucking
went there with
truth.
it.
We soft as a bitch.
Dude,
And we
that's
getting
tough.
fucking softer.
went
How the
there
hell
with
a girl can't play? Man, look here, man.
Damn.
I done seen girls slam dunking over at Rivers over 51st and Cottage Grove backwards. I'm talking about out the post. Just, I'm talking about in the 90s.
With the
You know what I'm
Timbs
saying?
on.
Yes.
With the Timbs on.
Not all that.
Or the Buffalo
But
boots.
basically, you know what I'm saying? Out here
The
just
Buffaloes.
like, looking like Brittany Griner back then. I'm talking about, yes, they can.
That's
And they
crazy.
got them
Right
at the
there.
point guard or at the shooting position. All they got to be is tall enough and able to absorb some contact, play through contact. Because all they do in the NBA is go into the rack, a little bit of pressure, kick the damn ball, then shoot a wide open fucking three.
Listen.
And we just talking about this, man. It ain't no skills no more like somebody giving a ball, oh, go get a bucket right there. That's only Embiid, Joker, KD. You know what I'm saying? It's only a few dudes where they in the post or mid-post and you give them the ball, say, hey, go get a bucket.
Tatum.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm talking about at least a little bit more reliable. big rights and everything.
Tatum,
I ain't even gonna start this conversation right now.
He's just inconsistent, but he can.
But that's what I'm saying. He's inconsistent at the wrong moments. He's Kirk Cousins, bro.
Hey, we seen the size of
Yeah,
Curry when he first got in the
yeah.
league. Let it be a lady come in the size of Curry with a wig on or something like that. She'd be the same thing as Curry. Light-footed. That's all you gotta be. And that precision right there, I've seen the ladies doing that right now that are cold.
That's
And it's
cold
amount
blood,
of
man.
footwork.
As you can shoot.
That's cold
And
blood,
some of them
man.
women are better shooters than the
But the
men.
game is broke down into more ISO ball right now. So we try to say all she got to do is break the defender in front of her. I know plenty ladies that can do that right now. I know plenty motherfuckers out here collecting knees and
I'm
ankles.
trying to tell you, they can get past that first month.
That's all you got to do. That's
Now
all
all
you
of
got to
that
do.
jumping up and putting through contact and
Yeah, I was
getting
saying,
the extra
you
whatever.
great
Guess what?
shooter.
Our stars ain't doing that shit in the clutch neither.
Oh man, did you say LaMelo Ball? My bad. That's
Oh.
basically what the fuck he do.
I
That's
said
all
that,
you.
yeah.
That's
Oh, my
all
bad.
you got to be able to
I
do.
thought I said LeBron James wasn't actually going to the rack and shooting that shot his whole motherfucking career, going through the contact through the first guy, meeting the second guy at the rim, pressuring the rim the way a Kobe or Michael or any other superstar would do to get the foul call. Not just to get the shot, but to actually get the foul call. 'Cause that's what a star does. A star takes over at the end of the game in big games, putting pressure on the rack to slow the game down. If you down a few, or if you up a few,
Yeah.
to
Manage
get to
the
the
game.
line,
Manage
to
the
get to the
game.
line, and then knock them down. And that's what LeBron was. I'm just saying. I'm just saying the facts, man. You know what I'm saying? What kind of happened? He either shot away a lot or missed those damn free throws. I'm not really holding it against him. I'm just saying that if we gonna put a female in that position, well, shit, she ain't doing that shit either. She doing the same shit that our stars are doing and letting them get away with. And why the hell she can't make the right fucking play? Pass that shit to Kyle Korver and see if he hit the shot, and then give her all the fucking credit. That's all I'm saying.
I can see it. I
I
can see
mean,
it.
I think absolutely. I think when you look, I remember watching Grant Williams last year in a playoff game. I think he shot 17 threes. And a lot of
Yeah, he did. Against the Bucks.
Yeah, against the Bucks.
Closed them
It was
out.
like game 7.
And he started out cold as hell.
Yeah,
They kept letting him
cold.
shoot.
Yeah,
Then he got hot.
Yeah, then he got hot.
Broke his
I watched
bitch.
it at the bar over there.
That's what his game was going.
But you know, anyway, I think it was a lot of dribble and dish, and I mean, you talking about breaking somebody down. I don't think it has to be none of that. I think if you can find somebody, a specialist that can really shoot, somebody like a Haley Van Lith or somebody like that can really shoot that thing as a specialist. I mean, that's not
Kyle Korver was out there.
Kyle Korver. I mean, one of the first specialists I remember seeing as a kid was Trent Tucker. From the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
Trent Tucker was a
New York
specialist. He
Knicks.
came from the
Yeah.
Knicks. Craig Hodges was a
corner-
specialist.
he was a specialist.
Steve
Steve
Kerr
Kerr.
is a specialist. Dale Curry, Steph
Dale
Curry's
Curry.
dad,
Yeah.
was a specialist.
Dale
you know what I'm
Ellis.
saying?
Yeah, y'all heard- y'all
Nah,
heard- y'all heard
Dale
Slade.
was a star.
Well, yeah, he was. In his later years, he was
Later
special.
years.
Rick
Yeah,
Hamilton,
later
Because he was
years.
still knocking that shit
Rick
down.
Hamilton. He's one of the best off-ball moving
Ray
guys
Allen
ever.
was-
He's
yeah.
specials on. He's one of
He's a
the. It was
specialist.
like him and Kyle
But he
Korver
didn't
were
just
the best.
stand there, and I think of like a guy who just stand there.
Always
That
moving.
nigga was.
This nigga was always moving. They said Rick would wear your ass out and was always running you through screens. Not one, not two, 3 screens before he get the ball. Then hit. You be like, damn, nigga, I'm hit.
Ben Wallace,
Nigga, Rasheed Wallace, and then you got Prince, and then you got Prince wide, long body ass. He laid one on you, then he open like, damn, nigga, I'm hit. Hey, that's up.
Him and Reggie and Steph.
Yeah, good feet, man.
Probably
Always
the
had
3
good
best
feet.
I ever seen move without the ball, as far as getting around.
I never seen nobody move like Steph though. Just throw that out there. That motherfucker do way too much moving.
Yeah.
This nigga should not be in the league this long all the day. You know how the girls be counting their steps?
Yeah,
They
it's
put their
crazy.
phone in their
Yeah,
pocket
he
and
probably got a
shit.
bunch
It was
of them.
crazy.
Imagine how many
quarter.
fucking steps this
Yeah,
motherfucker
they did it. They did something like he runs so many miles in the NBA game.
It's, yeah, I
It
did
was
some
stupid.
shit like that.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
Yeah,
Reggie
that's
Miller
what
too.
size
Reggie
ball.
Miller run off screen.
I could see a female doing the same thing.
So you think eventually we'll see
I think eventually we'll
She
see
gotta
one.
have a built on it though.
That's all.
You
And that
think
ain't
so?
nothing.
Yeah, she gonna have to get it
She
up.
gotta be.
I personally don't think that's a problem.
And plus, they can
but
put
I
on a little bit of weight.
When
just
you
to
looking
be
at
strong.
girls
you don't have
now-
to get like bulky.
Right,
you
you
just
just gotta
gotta
be
be
swift.
stronger.
You just gotta be swift. No, it ain't even gotta be that. You gotta be swift. AI made it in the league for years.
I'm about to say, Steph
This
Curry
motherfucker
ain't big.
never
He's
lifted a
big.
weight.
And he came in skinny.
And said he wasn't gonna lift no weights.
Skinny, small man.
He said he wasn't gonna lift no weight. Lifting weight? Man, come on, man. Hey, I'm
KD.
dribbling the ball, man. Come on. That's all you need. And I'm not saying we gonna get that, but good handles go long. Kyrie. How many weights you think that nigga lifting?
KD ain't lifting no weights.
That
Reggie
nigga
Miller
skinny.
lift no weights.
That nigga is skinny like
And the people
you.
who didn't even get big, they just got a little bit stronger.
But he's
Steph
long,
Curry,
he's strong.
Chet Holmgren, these guys got a little bit stronger and they still look thin. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to be bulky. You just have to be able to play through contact. And they got drills
KD
for that.
looked
You
the
can practice
thinnest
that
of
all
all.
damn day long.
You get accustomed to that real fast.
KD looked the thinnest of all. He's this big all the way out of his legs.
Thinking motherfuckers.
Oh, my
I mean,
soul.
this whole career, he is a bucket.
Walking
Can't
bucket.
stop him.
Another
I think he'll fuck up any
Victor?
error.
Just skinny, tall.
Yeah, that too.
He gotta get-
I really like that, man. So I think we all pretty much agree. So for you, you said no. You don't think you'll see a girl?
See a girl? I say anything's possible. Honestly. You know what I'm saying?
What you first said. Run the tape back.
I said it won't happen no time soon. You know what I'm saying? I don't think their game is evolving as fast. You know what I'm saying? As it should, but it'd have to be a unicorn. You know what I'm saying? She might have a low cut fade.
Oh wow.
Dumb as hell.
I'm just
Call
saying.
herself Lady Zeke.
She needs some calf
wow.
muscles.
I'm Lady Z. Lady MJ.
Ladies,
wow.
work your calf muscles out and get some back arm.
Oh, wow.
Man,
So just-
He said it's gonna be a sister too. That's funny.
and a one guard on top, and it's not just.
These girls right now be fucking these dudes up.
Wow.
Belladonna fuck
Wow.
some of these dudes up.
No, what's the girl from WNBA that do the shake and bake? I see the I'm away. She has a real heavy, big.
I know who you're talking
Smile.
about. Yeah, I can't pronounce her
I can't
name.
pronounce her name, but
She has a big
her
smile.
game is
Yeah,
like
nice,
she's
nice.
evolving, like she can do in there and try to,
She-
you know what I'm
she's
saying? As long as they
nice,
can't stay in front of her, can't guard what you can't see.
Yeah, she
You know
was
what I'm saying?
nice.
So that's what I was
Stewie,
saying.
I think you talking about Stewie.
I forgot her.
Wait, I like
Shout
that.
out to her, man. I wish I knew how to.
Stewie.
They got 11 letters or something like that. When an O, G, and a W get together, I don't know how to. My bad. I love you, though,
To the
girl.
O, the G, and the
Love you,
W.
smile.
I know you talking about
Keep smiling, baby. You black and beautiful. I love you.
Yeah, she got Elo Bell on ESPN or her sister.
Guamale.
No. You talking about
one chick that's on
Boomer
ESPN. Yeah, Yellow Boomer King.
Yeah,
But it's not. I don't think it's her. She a guard.
No, I know who you're talking about. You're talking about.
Oh, the sisters. Yeah, the African sisters.
Yeah, Nigerian. Yeah.
Yeah, old girl got an O and a G
Because
and a W.
the older sister's actually better. She was
Yeah,
an
yeah.
all-star
Yeah.
this year. They both played at Stanford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no,
the
They
younger
getting
one
chicks
looked better.
too. They getting chicks
Yeah,
all
yeah,
on
Michelle
the court and
okay.
off the court.
But yeah. So man, I like that, man. It was a great little segment. Moving right along, man. Which sport you guys think produced the best athletes?
Football.
Football.
Yeah, because I see a lot of people who play football can play different sports when they get older and stuff like that. I think the fact that you can teaches you for contact, you can go through stuff, is speed, agility. I think everything. Basketball is a very set skill. I feel that, but I think when we talk about athletes that's coming out making everybody like that play football be sizable. We don't see no Victor Wembanyama's and no KD body motherfuckers in football. You see everybody be sized the fuck up, and that's how they get in. And when you think about, when you hear about certain people having man bodies by the time they get into the league, I think I hear more about that coming out of football than I do basketball. LeBron had his man body coming out there, but damn, I'd be damned if you didn't see Ray Lewis coming out of high school or college. That man was a mountain. Like, mountain. Don't forget, The Rock played football. Look at him. He's just a fucking specimen of a man. That motherfucker's a man mountain, too.
But does that necessarily equate to athleticism?
I mean, I see a lot of people that play football, like I said, go to other sports.
I mean, because you could be big and look at all.
But I watch how they train too, and I watch how it reflects to other sports, and I think like a lot of people could leave out there. Because think about Tony Gonzalez played, football and basketball. He went, stayed with football. Randy Moss, he played basketball.
Julius Peppers.
All these motherfuckers good, but they all ended up choosing football. I just really don't. You don't see no skinny people out there. Everybody's a specimen. You know what I'm saying? Unless you alignment.
Right answer. I think football's the right answer, but I'm gonna say soccer. Just to say,
Yeah, because if you can run for days,
that
man.
field is big as a motherfucker.
You
You know what I'm saying?
know.
So, if you can be in shape to
Just
run
got
on that
tired
shit,
thinking on some
You
stuff.
say I just got tired.
you know what
I
I'm saying?
just hit that much running.
Yeah,
A lot of
man.
running,
I
man.
don't know. Calisthenics equate to, overall athleticism. So I can't really say soccer, but I'm saying
Soccer. I was not expecting that. What sport you think produced the best athletes?
Man,
NASCAR.
I'm gonna go with baseball.
Mm.
It's a very, like I say, repetitious of muscle memory.
Yep.
So with that being said, your athleticism got to match that muscle memory and your intellect of what precision of the game. You know what I'm saying? The curveball ball, the drop, the sinker, the curve, the fastball, changeup, all speed, fast, slow, sliding, diving, jumping over the fence to catch the ball, running. Like you say, like Ricky Henry used to do, run while you catch the ball, boom. That's like you're doing so many things at one time. Grounding, pick it up, aim, shoot, fire, catch. It's like so much going on at one time, and it seemed like I say, one of the, I don't know, the best baseball players to me, you can tell they got all that in sync.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I say, over repetitions, behavior, practicing, doing the same shit. Like I say, Michael Jordan couldn't hit the ball, but he did so much practicing, I guess I want to say. He had flashes and bursts of he was hitting. He went on a hitting streak 20 games. You know what I'm saying? So with baseball, shit, if you just got, like I say, just habits, making habits out of things. That's what I would say about that.
No, you good. I think.
But yeah, I don't know. Baseball players to me is just not saying they're the greatest athletes, but I think it just trains a lot more in your body. You know what I'm saying? As you play it. Some people say it's a lot of standing around when you ain't playing with the baseball.
Yeah, exactly. That's,
You know,
that's you have to really like
you gotta tap
baseball to like really because there's so much shit going on. I was actually going to say baseball as well.
Yeah.
I think when you look at as far as produce the best athletes, I think for one, baseball is probably the hardest sport to play. I don't think there's anything harder than hitting a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. I don't care who you are. Somebody mama can go out there with a basketball and eventually they can get that ball to go in.
How you hit a
know what I'm
slider?
saying? Like defense is effort. You know what I'm saying? Football is I would say probably the second best, but I think baseball, like how you said, because it's so much you have to do. It's not only it's fast twitch athleticism. You know what I'm saying? And it's I think for one, by being the hardest sport to play, being able to play that, I think you see a lot of baseball players who play other sports.
I got a question though. You think the athleticism is, because I feel like athleticism is purely physical. I feel like the mental aspect of the game, you know what I'm saying, that comes with your all-around game, but that isn't the athletic part of the game.
Yeah.
So that's why I would cancel out anything that took like extreme concentration. You know what I'm saying? Because like really athleticism to me is your physical prowess.
But that's what I mean when I say fast twitch athleticism. Because when somebody's at the plate and you get a 90-mile-an-hour fastball and you that shortstop, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get to that ball. It's fast twitch. You know what I'm saying? It's not like basketball where you're on a break and you can kind of get momentum and gather and throw the. It's none of that. It's immediate. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. It's a different form of athleticism. So if you can do that, a lot of times that can translate to other shit. Because it's a lot harder to do that as opposed as it is to shoot a basketball. That's why you got a guy like Dave Winfield, who a lot of people, if y'all don't know, he got drafted in the NBA, the NFL, football, and it was something else. He got drafted in like 4 sports. He got drafted in 4 sports.
He actually looked in that damn home run with Toronto.
Yeah.
He won that whole series.
Yeah, but he got drafted in the NBA,
Shout out,
NFL.
what's his name?
Dave Winfield.
Shout out Dave Winfield, man.
Yeah.
Like the legend.
he
That's
was
why I
like-
come to the show, y'all.
And then another thing, you made a good point as far as size go. Baseball size-wise can vary so much because most of the time the bigger guys play first base, and you got guys like Frank Thomas at 6'4". You got guys like that's 6'6", 6'7" that plays first base. You know what I'm saying? Randy Johnson was 6'10". No, Randy Johnson was 6'10".
Okay, yeah.
And he's a pitcher.
Yeah.
You know, that's not
big.
So he's
that's
standing
not-
up on the mound.
Exactly. He's standing up. Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
down and fast.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's not uncommon.
That's my favorite pitcher all the time.
De La
Judge is a
Cruz.
big
I don't know if you guys. I follow
Yeah,
baseball.
Judge is a
De
big
La
dude.
Cruz right now, number 44 for the Cincinnati Reds.
Reds.
He
My bad,
stole
shout out
second, third, and home.
Oh yeah.
All
yeah.
on 3 pitches.
Yep, I seen that shit.
That guy's 6'5".
Fast as hell.
He's
Damn.
6'5".
That's athleticism.
You know what I'm saying?
To me, that's athleticism.
That's athleticism. You know, so you can't tell me that can't translate to basketball. That can't translate. I mean, I can't say it translates to football because football is so much physical.
That's
You know what I'm saying? But I think
Knocked out.
baseball, in my opinion, I think create the best athletes. Man, I would say football is probably a very, very close second, man. 'Cause some of those guys, when you look at somebody like go look at what Reggie Bush did in college. Go look at what, you know what I'm saying, Bo Jackson did on the field. You know what I'm saying? Even now, even Patrick Mahomes, people don't look at how athletic he is, bro. To be able to get away.
You know what I think athletic for real?
He was a pitcher too. He was
NASCAR
he
pit
was about to get picked up.
They carry them damn ties and switch the
MLB
ties off the
yeah.
back. They gotta be some athletic
He's an
motherfuckers.
amazing
You gotta be in shape.
Y'all hear me, bro?
His dad was
Oh,
a
for real,
pitcher
man.
too,
He was a
though.
pitcher coach.
He was his pitching coach too.
And they do that in
That's why he's a
Wow.
great pitcher. And if he didn't play
Shit.
football, he had to choose between football
Fast
or
as
whatever
hell.
football.
New
Yeah,
tie,
he
roll
was
tie.
Shit,
They
James.
was running with
He's actually an amazing pitcher.
Y'all check the play.
No, that makes sense. His dad, you know, his dad played in the MLB.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
How
I did not
athletic
know
do you
that.
think the NASCAR pit crew be? Changing them ties.
I don't know about them, but I was
They
NASCAR
gotta be
drivers.
strong,
NASCAR drivers are extremely in good shape.
NASCAR drivers?
Yes,
Yeah, you have to
and
be.
they're in great
It
shape.
is super hot in that car. It can
Yeah,
get up to high
it gets you
temperatures.
like
Oh, okay.
stupid hot.
Yeah,
Like
they get
no,
that
they're
way,
in great shape,
Bro, listen,
Golfers
ain't no
too.
AC in that motherfucker.
Golfers are in
Golfers.
great shape. Tiger Woods, they
Some
talk
golfers.
about my fault, not to cut, but Tiger Woods, they used to talk about how much he used to bench and squat. But when you actually, if you actually go golf, you understand why.
Yeah.
It's a lot
That's
of
why you get
fucking
300
walking,
yards.
bro.
Drives.
Yeah,
Drives.
yeah, it's a lot of
Gilmore.
fucking
But
walking,
see,
bro.
he was overdoing it though. That's why Tiger's career kind of bottomed out the way it did, man. All the damn injuries. You know what I'm saying? This
That really only came
Body
after that accident.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes you stress your body doing too much.
But he
lifting
was,
up,
yeah,
so
he
that's
was
why I
doing
said-
like them Navy SEAL workouts and some
he
shit.
was
Or something.
doing a little too much. He was
Yeah,
going
he
over
was
the top
he was
a
going a
little
little overboard. He was
Sometimes
kinda
you gotta
psycho
learn your
with
body
working
to a
out.
certain degree. You can't.
Yeah, and it's like, dog, you a golfer. This motherfucker coming out here looking like a damn linebacker, running back or some
Tiger's
shit,
huge,
dog.
bro.
Bro, that nigga look like an NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tiger
man, what the
Shout
fuck
out
is
Tiger
wrong
Woods.
with you, dog?
Tiger
Play
Woods.
golf, bro.
Tiger
Tiger
Woods
Woods.
trainer. Shout out to Tiger Woods trainer.
You stupid.
It's him. I'm the ladies.
Now, man, I'm glad you said that. Talking about ladies, man. Sports and infidelity. I want y'all to tap into. Let us know what y'all think. Sports and infidelity. Do they go hand in hand, and should they? Now, when I say sports, I mean professional. Talking about professional hockey, NBA,
So
NFL.
the reason it happens.
Who want
The WNBA.
Oh,
Don't just put us on
WNBA.
blast.
Yeah, they can have concubines.
You know what I'm saying?
Situationships.
Sometimes it's gonna come down to a lot of bad decisions, going to a lot of young people with a lot of money early, and when you live in them type of lives and stuff, you live in fantasies, you know, and then it becomes a lifestyle. Because, for instance, if you go to the Indiana Pacers, you're probably gonna save your money. You're probably not gonna go to a shit ton of strip clubs. But if your ass go to Houston, if your ass go to LA, your ass go to Miami, the lifestyle is different. As you see, now you stepping up, you in clubs. Next thing you know, you got a Ferrari. You understand what I'm saying? The lifestyle is different. The lifestyle is just different.
Next thing you know, you got a
So,
Ferrari.
for real, I woke up with this, and I got a tiger in the basement. I gotta take this bitch back.
I got a Tiger.
Doing stupid shit. That's why I think what happens is
Wait, no,
unless you kind of learn some of that shit early, and they do got people that'll go out their way to try to help you with that. You know what I'm saying? Like even Magic will come talk to you like, look, this ain't what to do. You know, because he's the spokesperson of infidelity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say it. I love Magic, but at the same time, he's a spokesperson for it because he had to pay the ultimate price. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know what that price is.
Well, I don't feel like
made
he's an
millions
ambassador.
already,
I don't feel like
but
he's taking it upon himself to go
I
and
think-
talk to everybody about it.
I think we see a lot of guys. Like I respect Dirk's marriage and his career. For a simple fact, is his wife was like, you know, I give Dirk one a year. I get one pass a year, knowing that he got money, he gonna be pursued because of this. So if he do slip up, whatever, I'm aware of this. This is his wife telling him. You know what I'm saying? Like it happens with the money and the lifestyle. Yeah, it's Dirk's wife. He has a sister. He married a black lady. Yeah, it was.
she's fine too.
Yes. 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 Dirk had a pass. Dirk had like a one-timer pass. They was talking about it one time. He had like a one-time pass.
You got to pass for us
But
too. You got a
but
wife like
but
that.
Yeah,
the moral of the
Yeah,
story is, you know, It happens, and this is a lifestyle because everything's gonna pursue because they always think about the money. You know, you're always going to be pursued no matter what athlete in any sport. You're always going to be pursued with the money because the money comes with with being an athlete.
Whatchamacallit got one too?
I think their wife,
Andre Karolinko.
She helped him. Oh, yeah.
His wife.
Yep.
And she's like a Russian singer, and she told him he get one a year.
How many she get? I'd be afraid of the woman that told me I got me one.
But
I'm thinking you finna get you
but
five.
you
But your one is more serious
you
than
gotta
mine. Like you
understand
love
this
this
though.
nigga though.
Everywhere you go, there's gonna be
you
a
better not be loving
flock
that
of
nigga.
motherfuckers, a flock, and they all trying to choose you. And some people fall victim to them pressures like that because that's a pressure that can really be pulled on some people unless you're a really super strong guy. You know what I'm saying? James Worthy like guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
James Worthy.
I'm just playing. I'm just
I
playing.
mean, dog with the girl, AC Green.
AC Green.
James Worthy.
But hey,
he caught with them transgenders.
Hey, but at the same time, unless you a strong head guy like that, you gonna fall into that. And that go for any athlete. It's just gonna happen, man. It just happens sometimes. But you know,
They got a cute wife.
What you think?
she's
She's
beautiful.
come with the territory? You think it should come with the
Man, I
territory?
just need to come with life. You ain't gotta have no money. You ain't gotta be famous. If you get married too soon, you about to cheat. I mean, I hate to say it like that. You get yourself involved too. You man, look here, man. You better have done some nasty shit with some fucked up people before your ass settle down. You gotta be scared when you go to marriage. You gotta, I'm leaving that shit alone.
Yeah.
You know how them girls be.
But what's out
They
there now?
fuck everybody. They move to a new town and they want to settle down.
at certain times,
yeah,
that be
awful.
supposed to because look at Pat. I know Pat Mahomes be getting pursued all the time, but he got a wife early, so that part distraction is kind of left a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or we got like niggas like Devin Booker. He be distracted. He be having all types of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I can see how that can distract his game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, for some dudes, I believe, you know what I'm saying, having a wife at home, you know what I'm saying, can help you. And I've seen it work in some ways. Some guys are cheating on the wife, but it helped them have something sturdy there. Some guys were faithful to the wife, and that sturdiness, you know what I'm saying? But at the same point in time, it's like, I don't know, man. Like, the faster you get married, I mean, because most people, if you're an athlete, we talking about an athlete,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? If you got all this money, you traveling everywhere, and you famous and shit too, like you said, and people just throwing it at you every fucking day. You ever had bitches tell me, shit, that's gonna be stuck in there. I wanna how many times can you say no, bro? Because a lot of niggas really ain't saying no too often. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real, bro.
Hey, you done
I'm
took a
gonna
loss.
keep it real.
Hey, you done took an L.
You know what I'm saying?
The L away game. You
Like,
be
straight
straight
up.
up. Like, man, I can't have a beer.
You like, man, I'm finna get a win in this city somehow.
Hey, watch the
lost
move, man. We
this
finna go on
y'all
the
team.
tour bus real quick. I'm finna go handle something.
I'm trying to tell you.
They gonna say no twice.
You say you can't say that.
How many times you really turn that down?
That's the most validest point ever.
Like how many times, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna take for a woman to hit your line like this, even like repeatedly, for you to be like, no, nigga,
no,
God damn it, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
She
Like,
said
come
no,
on.
thank you.
That's some point in time. Shit. Like,
Alright,
God
let's
damn
go.
it, fuck it.
Oh, shit.
She
So
called
what
me
you think?
back.
You think it come with the territory?
Shout out to the ones that care about what's best for the athlete.
For sure.
Straight up. Now, if that's getting him 30, you get 30.
Are you saying we leave them hoes?
They serve a purpose.
They're a necessity.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Can't get rid of them.
yeah.
That's
You
like
gonna
a
score
direct
50.
quote. I feel like I heard that before.
You was magic promoter, huh?
Hey,
Just
dog,
fuck till you
yeah.
catch something. Just fuck till you catch something. Just keep going. Hey, bring 12 in. Bring 12 in.
Magic was at the back door.
Giving.
Hey, they say, you know why he had the 34? That's how many he was bringing in.
Oh, wow.
That's how many he was bringing in. 34. That's the jersey number. That's how many.
I hope it was
That's
all
great.
real. That's all I'm gonna say.
You
They served the
stupid
purpose
as hell.
too. Magic was out there.
Y'all motherfuckers ain't got no sense.
He said,
Y'all out there, let us know, man. Y'all think sports and infidelity
He was
come
out there.
hand in hand, man. Y'all let us know what y'all think out there.
I told you don't ask about no girls.
You
It's gonna get
stupid.
funny every time.
Hey,
don't have no kids.
hey, you kept
I
it a
got a
buck.
million jokes.
You kept it a buck. I'm not
They
mad
served the
at you.
purpose, man.
That's what I heard.
Shout out to y'all, man.
This week,
Purpose
man,
served.
we got our 10 questions. This week is better athlete. So I'm gonna name 2 people. Y'all tell me who do you think is the better athlete? All right, say less.
All the time.
Jackie Joyner-Kersee versus FloJo.
It's Jackie Jones.
It's Jackie, man.
She was in more of this.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Jackie.
Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie, man.
Jackie.
You gotta say her whole name.
Unanimous.
You
Okay.
gotta say her whole name. Jackie Joyner-Kersee.
That's true. You got that one. Oh,
FloJo was that a nickname?
Yeah.
She had the
No,
nails.
yeah. Mama called her
she
Jackie
was so
Joyner.
fine.
Yeah, she was.
She was,
Daddy was a
so
curse.
fine, bro. When she got on the line, she had to put her knuckles down because she wouldn't mess up her nails.
Yeah, big ass.
She just had long ass nails. Yeah, but she was fine, man. But fine.
Shout out FloJo,
FloJo. Okay, yeah, Jackie Joyner, man. I have to give it to him. FloJo was a phenomenal athlete as well. Walter Payton versus Jerry Rice.
Walker.
Walter.
I seen him climbing mountain, running up mountains and
But
shit.
so did Jerry.
Jerry got one of the meanest he got one of the meanest heel routines of any athlete.
Yeah.
He was
Some
the first
motherfuckers that I see right now can't do that in their time.
too.
Not in that
I ain't gonna
time.
lie.
But
Jerry was the first nigga with the parachute.
I hate to say it,
but
man.
Walter with a parachute over this shit like
Walter was
Jerry.
a specimen, though. I ain't even gonna lie. Walter was a specimen. He's just a
Yeah,
special
boy.
guy, man. He was just a better athlete.
He's my favorite football player of all time.
Even though Jerry would do some shit with his hands go all the way down. He closed the window is what he called it. He can push his motherfucker all the way flat.
Yeah.
As a receiver, on my mama, he can. He was showing the motherfuckers like, Jerry, how you? He said he make his hands close,
Yeah,
nigga.
he doing like he's like
On my
stretching
life,
shit.
he stretched his hands.
They be
So when the
stretching
ball
like this,
hit,
dog.
on my life,
You know what I'm saying? They be stretching their shit.
bro,
like
that
this,
motherfucker
dog.
thumb come all the way down to
And that's
here.
the reason why.
Bro,
So
he can
get that
close
motherfucker
the
cold.
window, Nick.
What?
Listen, he can close the window. They was putting his
I never seen nobody be able to do that.
nigga. I was like, I'm surprised. This nigga catch everything. This nigga's
He used to catch a break.
yeah.
He was young,
From his
working with
daddy.
his pops be throwing him off the buildings. So
Nigga,
you catch
I'm
him
not-
coming down heavy in the motherfucker. And your hands hard as a
That's
bitch.
next level.
You catching bricks, you can catch a
Ladies and
football.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On the real.
And child abuse.
That boy had a job. That's what they called it back then. They didn't call it child abuse. They called it having a
You was just
job.
helping your daddy out.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't had no job. You was helping daddy out that day.
Yeah. I ain't tell you a story about the folks. He say his daddy, he told this story where he had to be underneath the car for like hours on end. His daddy was changing the transmission. So folks said it was summertime in Georgia. His daddy didn't have no jack or nothing. He just had him and Guy underneath there holding the transmission
Oh my soul.
for hours.
That shit funny
He
as
say like sweat and shit getting in his eyes, can't do nothing because he's gonna fucking drop on him. So he just didn't have no jack. Just had, bruh. He say to this day, that's why he will not work on cars. Won't even try to
Burn
attempt
them out.
to work on a car.
Yeah, facts.
Bro, that shit had me dying, laughing, and crying at the same time.
Bro, that
Like,
shit-
bro, I felt so bad for him.
Ain't nothing we can do about that.
Ain't nothing we can do about that. Shout out, folks, man.
legend for that.
Yeah, folks are legends.
Real Georgia stories in this
Dog,
motherfucker.
that's real.
Next week for some more. Look at that.
He was, as he was telling it to me, like, nigga, a piece of straw just came out his mouth from nowhere. Have a piece of hay.
I got coach. You got real coach.
Oh shit.
Ah, shit. I turned this way and turned back, and niggas had a piece of straw in his mouth telling me that. I'm like, oh, it must be a Georgia story.
Banjo strapped to his back.
He cutting up.
Oh, shit.
That's wild.
Shout
That's
out,
wild.
folks,
Shout out,
man.
Shout out.
Moving right along, man. Randy Moss versus Megatron.
You already know my answer.
Oh, Randy.
Better athlete.
Randy.
Randy.
Randy,
is on.
Megatron had a higher, a bigger body, but like as far as like go and get it, as far as going and get it, Randy Moss was one of the best go getters I've ever seen in the league. I'm sorry.
I wanted to say Megatron the whole time though.
See?
Just looking at his physique, you like, okay, Paul. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? He looked more like an athlete, but you gotta think about Randy in high school. This nigga played the shit out some basketball. I seen some highlights. This nigga slam dunking on
He
people.
played with Jason Williams.
Yeah, so he slam dunking on people.
Yeah.
And you doing this in the NFL?
French
This the
free
best league
when Randy.
in my-
Country ass Randy. No, Mike.
You know-
Just throw me the ball, Mike.
Oh, man.
Mine.
You know what's
Throw me the
crazy?
ball. 81, Mike.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah, in West Virginia.
What?
nigga.
Jason Williams said that
Three
Randy
catches,
Moss was the
400
best
yards.
athlete he's ever played.
Who?
On what?
Yeah.
Jason Williams said that.
Yeah.
Damn.
I heard him say it.
Yeah, he said. Yeah, he
bounce.
said in the interview.
Yeah, big bounce.
He said Jalen Williams.
He's a big mouth.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
bounce, man.
Yeah, he said.
I'm a Randy Moss.
Oh yeah,
fanatic, so
yeah.
I'm biased as hell.
He was supposed to go to Chicago.
This ain't even no
Out of
question.
March.
Randy electrified, Randy.
Yeah.
Hellified.
I think like I said, Megatron, he had the perfect body for the receiver. He had the first,
That's
you know,
me,
no, he just had a frame. Like, damn, this nigga a receiver, he big as hell.
I mean, he was fast too.
But the fact that his stride, he take 3 strides and be past the motherfucker. But Randy was shorter and was doing the same shit though. And then not only that, if you could keep up with him, he would jump and go get that motherfucker and still land in stride.
Yeah.
It was very rare you seeing Randy
score.
go up and get hit in the air like this.
why?
He was always catching it in motion.
You know what Randy used to do is one of his favorite moves, just go check him out. Patriots, whatever. When that ball hanging in the air, he'll be running fast and then he'll slow down.
Yeah.
And that ball will be going over and then he'll speed back down.
Yep.
That nigga was so fast that nigga could do shit like this.
Yeah, Deion.
Bro,
But every time you see Megatron,
But
every time you be seeing Megatron, you see Megatron, he always holding the ball and getting hit because that's the last he get to the peak higher and stuff like that. Well, I give it to Randy because Randy, after catch, was gone.
Randy
and it wasn't too much
better quarterbacks though.
but it wasn't too many times Megatron was just gonna burn you. You know what I'm saying? He could get past you, jump, and I'll jump you. By the time you turn your hips, he catching the ball because he big. But Randy was gone.
But when you play with a better
Randy
team,
made folks
when you
famous.
play with a better team,
Right,
everything
that's
goes
what I'm
better.
saying.
Like if you play with Detroit, the line getting in fast on
True.
that stuff.
I give 'em
so
that.
You can't throw the perfect
I do
ball.
give him that. They had a
That
good
can't
team.
even
They had a
throw.
great team.
But the line, when everything ain't working right, when he was the Patriots, and everybody is doing their job.
Right.
And that line is still
You saw the
Tom Brady is, you know what I mean?
Slanging.
Yeah, man.
I would say it's very close, but I would have to give it to Randy Moss just off the strength of what I
Randy
seen.
Moss my stepdad. I got right with him.
But number 4, Russell Westbrook or Derrick Rose.
Say it was
Westbrook or Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose. I ain't got
Hey,
Derrick Rose.
Shit, I'm about to go with Westbrook.
Brody's 6'6", bro.
I'm about to go with Westbrook. I'm about to go with Westbrook.
MVP year, Derrick Rose.
Westbrook's not 6'6",
Westbrook's
He
frame.
gotta be like
Yes.
6'4", 6'5".
No.
No,
He is
better
6'6",
athlete?
nigga.
Yeah.
He's
He's
a
taller
better
than what
statue
they go to
of a
listed.
body.
He's just an athlete, man. You look at that man's chest, he big, bro.
Yeah,
Brody
bro.
big as shit, dog. This nigga could be a professional
He's
boxer.
swole, yeah, he's swole.
He's swole. D-Rose ain't swole like that. He got a little cut to him, but that nigga Brody, bro, and that nigga got bounced up.
Who
No,
the
better
better
athlete.
athlete?
Better athlete.
Derrick Rose.
I'm about to go with Brody on that
Muscles
one.
don't get athlete. Like you said, we just said it.
I love Derrick
Muscles
Rose.
ain't
I'm still going to
athleticism.
go with Brody on that one.
Top 5 favorite. What you
The
saying?
Chicago on me will not allow me to say anything else. We can have another conversation on cameras. Another time. On camera.
That sound like a Brody to me.
There's no
Shot
way
time,
I cannot
shot time.
say D-Rose.
That's say who you already said. Yeah, I ain't even get the question out. When you said Derrick Rose, you said Brody?
Yeah.
Brody? D-Rose?
No, that got
D-Rose
excited.
and Brody
Think
off
about
camera?
D-Rose highlights.
It's D-Rose.
D-Rose highlights, man.
D-Rose?
It's D-Rose. It's D-Rose. On and off camera is
The
D-Rose.
handle,
It's
the
D-Rose.
poster.
We can talk about it later.
I'm gonna have to
Everybody
say.
mess with an angry ass Russell.
I seen it, man. I just seen that game.
I can't stand Russell.
Russell. 43 on them niggas in the finals.
But that nigga is an athlete, though.
Westbrook.
He's still damming on niggas, though. He's still dunking on niggas right now. D-Rose ain't dunked since motherfucking the Bulls.
I might have to
He's
get
still,
out.
this nigga is still
But
dunking on
we're not
niggas.
talking about
He
right
dunking
now.
on centers.
Yeah, in their prime.
Yeah, in their prime.
Oh, come on, man. This nigga's
Well, I
dunking
don't
on
know.
centers, bro. D-Rose ain't dunking
Shit,
on
I see
centers in years, bro.
Rose do is actually a little.
We seen him do that in 2013, and we ain't seen it since,
he
bro.
wins
Brody
by-
been doing.
That was his prime.
He
You talking
wins
about
by
the prime.
jump
But
shots.
Brody is a triple-double leader. This nigga was dunking,
We was
bro.
talking about strictly just athleticism.
Just strictly athleticism. I'm going
athleticism
Brody,
in
man.
their prime.
I gotta go Brody, man.
Derrick Rose.
I'm going
jump
D-Rose.
Derrick Rose had a jump. That 15 for
Yeah.
Brody was pulling on niggas,
Russell
bro.
Westbrook
Yeah,
ain't
bro.
got
Brody had
no jump.
no back then he had a really good pull up jump.
The way D Rose can come up.
But I would have to give it.
All white.
I gotta give it to
All
Westbrook, man. I would give it to as much as I love Derrick
I'm
Rose.
glad somebody else picked Russ.
Just off-
I love Russ.
I love Russ.
Just
too.
off,
That
just
jump shot
off the
ain't
strength of Russ, D Rose, I felt like, how can I say this? He was very, he knew when to use athleticism. Right?
Facts.
Westbrook is 100 miles an hour.
That nigga's a bullet out
You
the
know what I'm
back,
saying?
bro.
He's 100 miles an hour.
Out the-
So I was out.
bag, though.
No. So look, I would say it like this. I would say I would give it to Westbrook, but if Derrick Rose utilized his athleticism the way Westbrook did, I would give it to Derrick Rose.
That's a fact.
Okay.
I would say that.
Save
I gotta
some,
say this
Russ.
though, for Brody's sake,
Mhm.
because we thinking about his whole career. He played for.
No.
a long time.
I'm just thinking prime.
Okay, let me tell you about one game in his prime. They was losing to the Heat in the motherfucking finals, and they was calling out for KD and Russell Westbrook after a loss, talking about, well, who's the true leader of this team, and it can't be. Some people saying it can't be Russell Westbrook. Even Magic was like, this is weird. He's scoring too many points. He's supposed to be passing the ball.
I remember that.
Did none of that shit affect him. He went out there and dropped 43, 7, and 5. And I'm looking at the highlights the other day. It was so many mid-range pull-ups. The shots that he's missing right now.
Yeah,
He was hitting.
that's mental.
So I gotta say this one thing.
It's the LA lifestyle.
I used to always say Russell Westbrook was better than D Rose. You know what I'm saying? That during D Rose's motherfucking MVP season. I was the one motherfucker in the world saying that. You know how much it hurt me to say that?
Oh yeah,
But I was saying that shit the whole year. I'm telling everybody around me like, man, this kid over here though, because he can dunk the shit out you. So the second you back up, he pulling up that damn mid range and he was knocking it down back then.
He's a much
He
better
missing
passer,
all that
much
shit
better
now.
passer than D Rose too.
You know what I'm saying?
No one talks about that.
All
Like
around
Charles Barkley
game,
golf swing.
what he evolved to and everything is actually better than D Rose. Even I'm not saying even D Rose is playing right now and had that
Just that ability to be healthy.
But like we seen Russ go out and get 43. We seen Russ drop triple doubles all damn year long. You seen him play 100 miles an hour. We seen him above the rim. This motherfucker is 6'5", 6'6", dunking on centers and shit, yelling at him. I'm just saying, bro. There's a case we made that he's, we know that he's probably a better overall player because of his career and all that type of shit.
But I mean,
But,
it would have been interesting.
Yeah, he was. I can't lie. I just had to say that.
No, you fine.
I was always fucking with him.
No, that's what it's going down. Moving right along. Vince Carter versus Julius Erving.
Oh, Vince. I ain't gonna lie. I like Vince way more than Julius like that. I do.
Athlete?
Yeah. I mean, Julius, like I said,
We're
I'm not trying to
talking
use
about
this.
ABA Julius.
Yeah, I know. And he benefited off a lot of height. To me, he benefited off height, and that's not a knock. That's
They're
not
the
a
same
knock.
height.
Yeah, they both 6'7".
They're both 6'7".
Man, I'm still going to give Vince. Vince Carter.
Julius for me. What Julius was doing in the 70s, dog. Like going, I got
Next level.
Julius.
What Vince was pulling out before he even got to the league, and they was having them blackouts in them gyms.
When it
Whatever.
comes to dunks, it's always gonna be Vince Carter to me.
Oh,
Vince
no.
Carter did way too much shit in the damn games on people. Back in the day, see, because fuck the contest, the dunk contest. I love Zach
Doing
LaVine
shit games.
and Aaron Gordon. That's
Yeah,
real
you
nice
dunk
when it's
like that,
fancy
man.
like that.
Yeah.
But you gotta dunk on these people for real. This is how you really get paid. This is the real game. Man, Vince Carter dunked on everybody. He dunked on every fucking body. And
Clean jumped over that 7-footer.
Bro,
No, the
if you
nigga
look at-
clean
if
jumped
you
over
look
that
at how-
7-footer.
Man, I'm telling you.
That was the
if you look
nastiest
at
thing ever.
The different styles of dunks.
Over.
Vince is more athletic in a dunk to me. If you look at Dr. J's legs, they straight most of the time. Man, like you say, this nigga jumped over 7-footer. This nigga was damn near parallel in the ground all over. That's athleticism. This nigga is
That was
dunking
a
the shit out of
monkey ass
every-
dunk. Boy,
Like,
that
for real.
motherfucker was. That was
When
the most aggressive dunk I
He caught
seen in
that
an
ball by the
Olympic game
3-point
ever,
line, He
nigga.
looked at motherfucking Alonzo Mourning
Played
under that rim.
Bro, KG
And he
was
took
geek.
that ball and he brought it all the way back here on him.
Bro,
I mean,
KG.
He's just flying the niggas with his chest and had the ball back here.
The nigga
just
KG
jamming
was
on
so
that
geeked,
shit.
you thought he dunked the ball.
Julius
KG was
do
geeked.
that, too.
Crazy.
Not as many times. I don't think his motherfucking
B.I.
Vince Carter.
Hey, B.I., how heavy of a dunk it gotta be for that
It's
nigga
a lot,
KG
buddy.
to go nuts like he did when he seen that nigga jump over that stuff? You would have thought KG jumped that. That nigga KG went nuts.
He went nuts.
That nigga,
He went crazy.
them niggas, all down the court like, damn, KG, like he dunked.
Like, because it was like Vince didn't see what he did.
Nah, he didn't
You know
recognize. That's what I'm
On the
saying.
real, like, and he admitted later on that he didn't really notice what he did.
He just
Kinda
went off.
really went around it.
That's where I'm calling the athleticism right there because the niggas, it's crazy. Yeah, it gotta be Vince with me.
Vince said it.
Vince.
I gotta go Julius, man. I think what he was doing in the '70s, man, that was simply going behind the backboard and. I mean, he dunked
That shit
on
was
every,
nasty.
he dunked on everybody too, man. And
Fact.
He did.
I mean, so I would have to say Julius, man. Moving right along, Dominique Wilkins versus Blake Griffin.
Oh, the human highlight reel, man. All day.
That's Dominique.
That's Dominique.
Yeah.
Dominique, more athletic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think Dominique.
That clip for Blake.
Man, yeah.
That
Dominique
clever
had
play.
float game though. He was the one of the motherfuckers like around Mike Hine that was just floating in the air. His is like we ain't seen that type of bounce. Like Blake would get up there, he'd jump over there. You know, he had his little times,
Blake
but
one of the top 10 greatest dunkers ever.
yeah, but Neek probably top 3.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like Neek is a human highlight reel. Dog has the most legendary dunks besides Mike to me. Dog is an athlete. His bounce was legendary. He would float.
Yeah.
He was just floating up that motherfucker. Dog would jump and have time to think about what he was gonna do. Like, all right, man, now I'm in the air. I can go back behind my back through both legs. I'm gonna go behind my head, nigga, lopsy toopsy. Okay, let me throw it off there. All right, now I'm gonna dunk it.
That was more Mike. Nick was more powerful.
But see, you know what?
Nick was
And
more
when I
powerful.
was real young, when I first seen Nick, I used to think he ain't floating in the air. I used to think he got a lot of power. You know what I'm saying? But he getting right to it.
Yeah.
But then I seen this picture, 1988, when the All-Star game was in Chicago, when Mike won. I actually feel like Dominique actually won that shit.
Yeah, a lot of people said that.
But motherfucker, it was his one dunk where he threw it off the
Pop said you're not
motherfucking
invited to dinner.
off the glass wire. Whatever. That should happen. Nick threw that bitch off the motherfucking glass. It's a picture. When I seen this picture, it changed my whole perspective with Dominique Wilkins. He was too far away from the
No,
fucking
no, that's what
rim.
you talking about. Like
Yeah,
this?
yup.
Yeah,
He got it
that's
like
what he
this,
told,
and
yeah.
he's nowhere near the fucking rim.
Yeah.
It bounced off the backboard already, and he caught it. He getting ready to dunk. He's nowhere near the rim, and he like this. He was like a scissor or some shit.
Yeah.
He be jumping awkward than a motherfucker. This motherfucker was like this.
He was bringing
And
that
he
shit.
was far as hell from the fucking rim.
Floating.
And that's what they caught this pitch, and I'm like, God damn. He about to dunk this ball. You know what I'm saying? From way the fuck back here. And that's when I noticed he ain't just right up on the rim doing this shit. This nigga is flying from distance. Even Michael Jordan tell you, man, them North Carolina boys can jump.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? On the real, them Carolina boys.
So you saying Nick?
Yeah.
I already know you saying.
Yeah, I love Dominique, man.
Yeah,
That's my
Nick,
man,
absolutely.
man.
Man, I think y'all really tripping, man. Blake is stupid athletic, bro. And he's 6'10", man. And he yammed on anybody.
Nah, he only yelled when Chris Paul gave him the right pass.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Let's be
I'm gonna
hit that gunshot.
I'm gonna have to say Ty, man. I love Nick. Giannis versus Dwight Howard.
Free.
I'm going.
What? How's not far off?
Things that make you say,
I'm not gonna lie. Dwight was a dog when he came in the league. Giannis had to take a little bit, man. Dwight is probably the better athlete,
Well,
for
yeah,
size and
well,
everything.
well,
He do got a lot of allegations
He
going on.
Yeah, he got a lot.
I gotta figure he might be
White
trading
stay in
himself.
China,
that's
my
that's
boy.
where I was getting. That's where I
Hey,
was
pick
getting.
I
somebody
saw
else
that.
now.
Hey, my bad. I had to say
Folks
something. I
said
don't
that.
know.
Folks
I'm
said
going
that.
with Great Freak just because.
Great Freak? Great Freak or Howard?
Howard.
Howard?
I'm going D Howard.
D Howard? I had to go D Howard. When I thought about that, I really had to. I thought
I'm
long
gonna whisper your name.
because I love Giannis, and Giannis is super athletic.
Yeah.
Now.
Super athletic.
Now,
Yeah,
but
now.
Dwight came in like that.
There
There's a difference.
ain't very athletic. He long as a bitch and he just dunked
It
the
took him a
ball.
while. No, it took him a while.
He's
Where like,
strong.
I feel like
right, but
he's
the
in
way
shape.
he move and the way he can get up
Yeah.
and down the court, and the way he can to be almost 7 feet and
Right.
Euro set
Yeah.
people, that's definitely a form of athleticism.
I've seen
It's
Dwight
because-
too much
because-
athletic.
you gotta be able to
I
say
saw
it.
him
No,
put
no,
out the
no,
11-foot
no,
move.
no. I agree. I
Yeah.
think Dwight's probably the better, but I don't
I
think
seen
it's
him
about
jump
that
way
much.
higher. He's shorter than Giannis.
Yeah, he is.
And I seen him jump higher.
Yeah.
But see, the whole thing was Dwight. He was like that in college. That's why he got picked.
No, he's in
Dwight
high
came
school.
from high school.
Oh shit, that's even worse. Where Giannis had to take a while. Like Dwight had his man body long before he hit
Dwight was
that.
doing them little boys.
That's what I'm saying.
I seen some of them.
If you
high
see
school
some of like his
players.
earlier
When they
tapes,
say man amongst boys, they talking about Dwight Howard in high school.
when you seen the runs they was having, when the motherfuckers all got together, he was running motherfuckers in his class. Oh man, he was manhandling them niggas.
Yeah,
He was manhandling niggas. It was no see, but you wasn't saying that about Giannis.
Right.
Then he was just a skinny guy over there, you know what I'm saying, getting into his body. He took him a while to get into his man. Dwight came in like that. He just had a decline where Giannis was going up.
Shoulders, huh?
Man, them niggas' shoulders was big as shit, boy.
Mike Vick versus Lamar Jackson. Better athletes.
I'm gonna go with Mike Vick. I gotta go with Mike Vick on this, man.
Mike Vick.
These
ATL.
questions are not as easy as
ATL.
Dog.
answers, though.
Dog.
Like, what the
Virginia
fuck?
Tech
How you
Mike
be
Vick.
coming up with this?
Dog.
shit?
I got
Like,
to.
what you be doing?
Dog.
Hey,
Okay.
if you seen the way that nigga grabbed that dog and
Dog.
choked that nigga with
Dog.
one hand, I knew that nigga had strength in his forearms all through here. Whatever, I knew that nigga. He got grabbed that
Mike
motherfucker
Vick.
like this. The nigga giving us trouble.
Mike Vick.
Extraordinary dog groomer. No.
I pick him. You get him. I pick him.
The old heads program does not condone.
We love dog.
We love
the
dog.
comments.
Peter, don't come over here messing
We
with
ain't
us.
did
man.
nothing. We ain't did nothing.
We,
And we
love
ain't dogs.
Chinese food.
We're gonna try.
Snaps. General South. Number 8, you know where I'm coming from. Dogs,
Yeah,
man.
it is.
I don't even motherfucking
Huh?
man, just say Vic and get it over.
Yeah.
Who you say, Vic?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go Lamar, man. I'm gonna have to go Lamar. I think
Somebody
Lamar's the
should.
best, just cause, and I love Mike Vick, but I think you can really go either way with that one. This one for you, John Elway or Steve Young?
John Elway, what the hell are
Better.
you talking about? And motherfucking 49ers. I hate saying that because I love the Niners now, man. I love the way they run that ball, man.
Yeah.
I love, you don't know where the ball going when they like that bitch nowadays. I love that shit. But fuck the 49ers. And John Elway forever, nigga.
John
He's the best, one of
Elway
the
or
best quarterbacks
Steve
ever.
Young? I guess
If not the
I
best.
shouldn't even ask him.
Steve Young.
Ooh, shit. Well, he might swing, but watch out.
Yeah,
Steve Young, John Elway, better athlete. Let's not forget, John
Steve
Elway
Young
also
is a
played
better
baseball.
athlete, but John,
Yeah,
I grew up on John.
You got drafted
Elway.
by the Yankees.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I grew up on John Elway.
John Elway?
Who was that? Terrell Davis.
Yeah, it's a
That
real
whole little
Yeah.
era. That was my
Bill
upbringing.
Warner.
So,
He had the 3 amigos before then, but them niggas ain't win shit.
yeah, they tried.
Niggas like 3 Super Bowls.
They got
lost
nice
everybody.
throwbacks.
Great throwback. I would have to say probably John Elway, just off of what he did as far as the baseball. But Steve Young is phenomenal. I want to say Stevie Young. He might have played baseball as well.
John is
Oh,
the
what
best
is-
quarterback ever. How can he not be
Oh,
better than
no.
fucking Steve Young?
No, John Elway not even better than Montana.
He's better than Montana. He's better than
No.
you know what I'm
He
saying?
not even better than Patty
He
Mahomes.
goes. Patty Mahomes is like John Elway's son.
That's fine, but he
That's
ain't.
exactly who the fuck he is.
I don't know. Honestly, keeping it a buck, bro, I'll put Roethlisberger over John Elway.
You gotta be fucking.
I'll put Roethlisberger.
See, you done,
Man, what's
you
the
done stepped in the
next
hornet's
one?
nest.
Roethlisberger.
You done stepped in the hornet's
Kurt
nest. See,
Warner.
see what you started? You did this. This is what you wanted.
That's what
You see, you
wanted.
desired
He
this.
said he did.
No,
He
this
did.
is what you did.
Kurt Warner.
We got a new topic of Trade Yourself
Yeah.
coming right up. Coming right up.
Mike Tomzak.
This.
Last one, last question of the day. Dion versus Bo. Better athlete.
Prime
Mm.
time.
Shit. Shit,
I forgot.
I know Bo knows.
I forgot.
Bo know everything.
I forgot he won the World Series.
Hey,
I forgot he won the World Series.
I'm gonna have to go with motherfucking Deion, man, because Deion, listen, Deion played both sides of the ball and was amazing on both sides of the ball, and he was shutting niggas down, and he was coming back and running routes on niggas and shit. I can't say, I know Bo was out there doing it, but prime time, bro, it's nothing bigger than that, man. Bo was that nigga, though, I ain't gonna lie. Bo was that nigga. But prime time
overall, like
better athlete.
And,
no,
like,
just
we
athlete.
just talking about athletes.
Just athlete.
I gotta go off speed on this one. That nigga's a cutter.
Bo.
I'm going.
I'm going.
I think Bo ran faster than
Bo Jackson. Yeah.
Bo
Jackson. He got the record.
You know what I'm saying?
He got the record.
I ain't seen it in the game, and I seen this nigga Deion do some shit in the game.
I seen it in the game.
I've seen it.
Let him hit that corner. It's
let him
over.
hit that corner.
It's over.
Let him hit that corner.
He all running. Everybody coming to him, Jack. You ain't catching him. And he's strong as a fucking ox. This nigga got myths about, not myths, like old folk tales and shit about this nigga.
Yeah.
Like, they got like all types of stories about this nigga where he
For
grew
real.
up and shit that niggas don't even know if they true or not, bro.
For real, bro.
It's, like, for real. Like, you don't know a nigga that got stories about him like that. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, athleticism is mythical. That nigga, I'm going with Bo.
If I be like 2 or 3 minutes,
But,
that's what I'm just telling
yeah,
you.
he ran a 4.1. Bo
Yeah,
Jackson ran a
4.1.
4.1 in the 40, man.
Damn.
Well,
For his,
4.1.
for that body.
And Deion ran a 4.27.
But he said he just, the way his story of doing that shit, I believe him. He was like, man, back then I could run a 4 flat in my sleep.
Yeah.
But nigga, you didn't. But whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I know, he can run faster than what he did that combine. They said, one motherfucker said, and Deion later said it wasn't the truth. But one motherfucker said he got off a plane, had on the suit or whatever, took that shit off, ran, got right back on the plane and left. Deion said, nah, man, I did something else and then I left. You know what I'm saying? But like,
So to put into context how fast Bo Jackson is, he ran a 4.13. Guess what Tyreek Hill ran? A 4.29.
yeah.
Faster.
Yeah. This nigga is fast as shit and strong as hell.
Yeah, and far
Like,
strong.
as a running back, it was scary if he would have played because he knocking you the fuck out if he running through the gut. He hitting you.
Yeah.
But he got breakaway speed like better than Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
This is like the scariest running back you ever want to fucking play.
He,
You know what I'm saying? Like straight up.
Randy Moss.
Don't hit me.
Randy Moss ran a 4.25.
This nigga's like
So
a
he's
stronger
fast.
Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying? And fucking Tyreek Hill. I don't want to play him.
Wow. Aaron Rodgers ran a 4.71. Guess who else ran a 4.71? Jerry Rice.
Yeah, right.
Bullshit, you know.
That's probably why he was working so hard getting his speed up all the time. Because he had to work all the time.
Even, if you think about it, Jerry wasn't, like he said, he wasn't terribly fast.
Right.
Route running.
It's the
Right,
routes.
that's
His
true.
route running.
But
is-
once he got going though, in his prime, he did have a little
Yeah,
speed.
it's, I guess football speed is different than
With a good
Yeah,
route,
that's true.
you don't necessarily need speed.
But
all
he
you
can turn
need,
the jets on.
all you have to do is be able to turn. That's all you have to be doing. They tell the inner receiver coming out of like high school or anything. You be seeing, I can give you a whole list
I
of
know
slow
what
ass
you're saying.
receivers.
I know what you
Amendola,
said, and I know what I said.
Edelman.
In 1989, no.
We can look up Jordan. We can even
But I
look up
seen
Jordy
them fuck
Nelson
the
shit.
Bengals up for
He didn't
90
run that
yards,
fast.
nigga, like 80
But
fucking
a
yards,
good route,
outrunning these niggas. The pass was 10 yards. He
a
took off
good
to the
route
goal
will
line.
fuck you up, bro. A good route will
It was
fuck
a
you
good
up.
route. Yeah.
No, but
I don't know if
it's
you remember
always
this.
great route runners that you know what I'm saying. You can beat them in athleticism.
You had to have seen 89 against the Bengals when they were down. Joe Montana and them, they back on their old goal line. Motherfucking Jerry Rice coming from this way. It was a good route. Joe Montana like Tom Brady, simple little 10-yard pass. Dog take off running, motherfucker.
He did not like the 49ers.
Because it's fucking simple. Who the fuck is, I can throw the ball 10 yards right now. I can throw the ball. I can make that pass. Super Bowl winning, whatever, right now, bro. It's 10 yards. John Elway,
Montana, the greatest.
Warren Moon was airing that shit out.
Yeah.
And Peyton Manning was the best timing passer I ever seen in my life.
Best regular season quarterback.
That's who I give it up to.
I
Said
just
peace out. Just got some relatives
Yeah,
from
go
my
ahead.
town.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all know I love to come through and talk with my guys, man. I appreciate y'all for real.
Absolutely.
Definitely, I'm gonna go home and watch the rest of this just because I want to know who's gonna get this stuff traded. And like I said, man,
Oh, we
love y'all
already
brothers,
know.
man.
We already know.
I just got some
Appreciate it,
relatives coming. They just got here a little bit
Absolutely,
earlier.
man. Our brother got a heart out, man. He got a dip, so
And it's
man, we
raining.
appreciate you rocking with us. You want to go a
Shout out
plug?
to Radio.
Oh man, for sure, man. After I bumped that radio, we got some things coming up. Got some more events we hosting, and just stay tuned. Instagram, Facebook, Dietrich Manuel, and man, we're gonna keep it bumping.
Yes, sir.
Straight
yes,
up.
sir.
Just
yes,
like that.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Love y'all,
Appreciate
man.
it. I love.
Man,
Be
thank y'all.
safe. Be safe. Yep.
In my house.
Now, who need to about that time, man?
Oh yeah.
What time is it?
Oh, you already know what time it is, man. Trade your mother ever. Oh yeah, you know what it is right now, man.
Trade yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Trade yourself.
You know what?
Who trading themselves this week?
Ain't even gonna say trade yourself. All I'm gonna say is that Peyton Manning is better than Tom Brady, and John Elway is better than motherfucking Joe Montana.
I don't know.
And I'm out of here with that.
I
That's
don't
it.
know about
I said
that.
it.
You ain't wrong.
Yep.
Who needs to trade themselves this week?
Dwight Howard, man, he gotta get his life
Damn.
together, man.
Yeah,
I didn't know
somebody had
go
to
there.
say it. Somebody had to
Damn.
say
Yeah,
it.
with them allegations, man, you gotta get you too old to be having these type of allegations. And I read through the whole allegation, what's going on. I really don't want to get into detail
That's
because
right.
I don't want to offend nobody out there.
Yeah,
Right.
But
all that.
it's something you shouldn't be going through right now because you're a grown ass man. Get your shit together, man. You need to worry about hooping. That's your career. You just got kicked off the Chinese team. That's not looking good. Now you're trying to get back to the NBA. Yeah, I don't think he over there. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I thought he was like not playing with them anymore.
You're not playing with him no more. I don't know if that contract went through or something happened, but shit voided. He back. It was supposed to be a 2-year contract or something like that, and that shit got voided with something like
Is
he
it
didn't.
another season, man?
No, I don't know if he passed the physical right now. That's a lot of big thing, you know what I'm saying? I think he went over there, so he back, and that's how all this kind of allegations.
I feel like the dude that's suing him is like he need to maybe trade himself. I
I
feel like
mean,
he cloud chasing.
I feel like that
I mean,
too.
like on some real shit though. Like if 2 chicks ran up on you, you a single man, and they like you should do this threesome. Like, do you think you should sue them? Is that an immediate thought, or if you don't want to do it, or you just think no, thank you, and walk away? Because like I'm trying to figure out like
To me, there was ample time to leave, but like we was talking, this man is a very large dude. So when a large dude kind of press you like that, you kind of think of, that's what they kind of making it seem.
Okay.
That's what they trying to make it
So,
seem.
like he was, like,
That's why, you know, it's all this.
Yeah.
But it's like, damn, bro, like, sometimes you gotta do a little better job of keeping your shit. And like, where I seen other motherfuckers do is have people sign a consent to even come in and do something like that in your house.
Yeah,
I mean, this is a very smart guy. You know, people will attack your money to a certain degree. All right? But trade yourself, man. You out here doing goofy shit, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's just
You need to be worried about getting the bag back again, man. You doing stupid shit. Come on, man. Motherfuckers got a lot of respect for you out here in these streets, and you doing some goofy shit, man. Get your life together, man.
nasty work, son.
Damn.
Get it together, man.
Damn. I guess I'm gonna go a different route. Need to trade themselves. Kiki Palmer. Kiki Palmer.
So ain't going right?
Nah, no, you stupid. Akila the B need to trade herself, man. I don't know if y'all brothers heard
What
about
happened, man? What's going on?
I don't know if y'all saw what she had on at the Usher concert. Did y'all hear about that?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Did you hear about it?
I seen it.
She basically had on a sheer dress with like panties and a bra underneath.
Oh, yeah.
And she
yeah, I
went to
believe
the
I
Usher concert. He was singing, and then the boyfriend went on Instagram and pretty much said, "You a mom and you shouldn't be dressing like that." And it's and then he went on to say like, "We in a time in a nutshell, he pretty much said, how is it in a time that when a man doesn't want his wife, you know what I'm saying, to be dressing a certain way out in public, he get ridiculed for that because of his, you know what I'm saying, beliefs and his morals."
Because it kind of looks like you forcing your opinion on what it is. But at the exact same time, it's, me and my old lady had the same discussion about this, not too long ago. It's about sometimes guys, we know other guys. And when people come out and very revealing stuff like this, we know what the guys is looking for. And that's going to be a lot of attention. Not all attention is good attention. Now that stuff can strike up good vibes in her, make her self-esteem go up, and that's beautiful. I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love people with high self-esteem. But it also brings that negative tension where then guys feel like they have to try you, and then it makes it really hard on the guy. And sometimes they don't understand that because now
unnecessary stress on the relationship.
So now we out here at this concert, you dress like this, niggas locking eyes with me. They looking at me and shit. And I'm like, damn, they looking at her, I'm looking at this nigga. Now see, this is an awkward. Now motherfuckers like, man, what's up? Like, do you understand how quick this goes all over glances?
But he was at home.
Well, I get it, but this is the type of things that come out and they don't understand like certain situations. Like, it ain't that we don't want you to look beautiful. We want you to look out here, but you don't have to come out here and you don't have to be a third naked. You don't have to be 2/3 naked to look like a beautiful queen. You can come out here in some very elegant dress and look like above or a woman your age should dress. That's what it comes down. We let the young girls and the young people do all that stuff. That's a young person. But when you become a parent, there's a certain way your kids even view. Yeah, it is. It's cool, but I don't want that type of image for my kids. You know what I'm saying? That's why I changed how I dress. You know what I'm saying? There's ways I used to dress that came off. And there's just, I feel that comment, but I can see how it can be perceived very negative.
I guess I definitely had. I didn't have an issue with the comment. I had an issue with him putting it on Instagram. Like, that's something, you know what I'm saying?
You talk about at home.
Yeah, you talk about that shit at home. Now, I can understand him possibly be where he feel like he done did everything he could and he was just venting one on Instagram. I get that, you know what I'm saying? But that's still like, that shit is corny, you know what I'm saying? If you got something going on with your girl, get a journal.
Yeah.
Don't vent on social media.
Don't vent on, because you got a lot of people who really don't care about your relationship. They just care about, you know what I'm saying?
And that looks sloppy.
Especially if your girl is famous too, because that's even more attention and more clicks and more than they, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes that's the curve because now they getting attention though, and that's the whole thing. Sometimes that's the whole curve.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I guarantee you, and I'm just gonna go off a limb. You think when she left the crib, he didn't know? This is somebody who's an influencer, be taking plenty of pictures of outfits. You trying to say this didn't run across him? Yeah. He didn't know that any of this was going. I mean, I'm just saying you ain't got to be next to a person, but if we talking about motherfuckers, usually send you a picture of the outfit. Like, I'm finna go out this way.
I mean, but that wasn't even why I said trade herself. I said trade herself because after that incident, she was at a concert and she changed the lyrics to a song, and I believe she was, if I'm not mistaken, she was selling T-shirts that saying "I'm a mom." As like making a joke about that.
Yeah,
and then also in the song, the lyrics changed, and she was saying, "I don't need a nigga. I'm on as long as I got a bag." And then for me, I understand she's 29, and it's at 29. It was just like, come on, shorty, like you just had a kid with this man. Like, how are you saying like you don't need? Like, we see what it looked like in the black community. Like, black women marry, I believe it's less than 40%. I think it's like 30% are married. You know what I'm saying? And when there's no like family like structure, we see what that's doing to our community. You know what I'm saying? So you just having a kid with this man, why would you push that shit? You know what I'm saying?
And to each other. When motherfuckers, relationships can get so toxic that you start competing on a toxic level.
Yeah.
And then one bad thing turns into another bad thing. And the next thing you know, you out doing each other on the bad things. You know what I'm saying? And it's so toxic. I be trying to tell motherfuckers I would never be involved in some shit like that.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? But people do it all the time. And they happen to be on a public stage. This is why I say shout out to Hoochie Daddy Shorts. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. But, no, you know what I'm saying?
And the honey pack?
Oh,
Stupid as hell. And the honey pack. But yeah, I think Kiki, man, she was definitely whack for that. You a smart girl, man. If things ain't gonna work out with you and your dude, I get it, you know what I'm saying? You young, but as far as like promoting that, like, I don't need a man, like, you really only hear that from sisters. And y'all the ones that are losing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Brothers, we losing as well, but like, sisters are like, really like, all that shit about, you know, being more educated. No, you're not. You're more enrolled. White women are still the most educated, you know what I'm saying, people on the planet. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So all that, you know what I'm saying, baby bimbo babble, you know what I'm saying, all that bullshit, like, nah, bro, like, we need each other. You know what I'm saying? How many times, I know a lot of niggas, I ain't never heard niggas say I don't need a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You never hear that from us. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers have no problem being, if they found a good one, you know what I'm saying? It's just shit hard in lacrosse. I can imagine with all these motherfuckers out here.
Yeah, nice.
With all these motherfuckers out here. Hey, it's the truth. Half the motherfuckers out here like they play for the Loggers.
It ain't nothing but mistakes and regrets out there.
Mistakes and regrets.
Like when you
That's
go
funny
outside.
as
Oh,
fuck.
shit.
That's funny, yeah. With a little bit of beer.
Smell it.
You know what I'm saying? A little bit of beer.
With a little bit of beer. Ugh.
That's
Sure
what it smell like
is.
outside.
Ugh. And it's like Ice House.
You know what I'm saying? I get that
Blacks.
shit. I drink that
Oh,
shit. I drink that shit.
I used to fuck with Ice House.
Oh, real.
But another great episode today, man. Hold on, did you say who need to trade that stuff?
Oh yeah, nigga, y'all.
Oh,
Everybody
shit.
that don't think.
Oh,
no, man.
shit.
I had a very unpopular opinion for trade yourself.
Oh, you did. You sure did.
You know what I'm saying?
Who did you say?
Man, Dwight.
Dwight. Sure did. Taking booty Dwight. Taking booty Dwight.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
man. He just
Allegedly.
forcing allegations
I
on
thought
niggas.
he just offered the booty. I didn't know he
That ain't what I
actually
heard.
took any booty.
Fam.
I heard he-
booty.
If we gonna break it down,
No booty got took.
I heard
he was
pulled-
over there with a dude, and they was chilling, and they was at the crib. And they-
Allegedly. This is all
Allegedly.
allegedly.
This is all. This is all
Allegedly.
what's been wrote already. You can read, find out on YouTube and anything else.
Okay.
He was over there with another gentleman. They were hanging out. They started going through little acts, all right, back and forth. We're not going to discuss what they was doing, but they was going back and forth with each other. So this wasn't a solo mission. So dude was like, you know what? I got somebody to spice up this party. He called up another person, Kitty, which is actually the real name, Kitty, and this is a transgender person, and they're coming in there all doing down. So at this point, dudes kind of feel like they run the train on him or something. So he was like, man. So he wants to leave. He's getting uncomfortable because he's never done this with a amount of people. You know what I'm saying? So he's getting uncomfortable naturally. So Dog was like trying to back out. And Dog's like, nah. So they started, performing acts, and then dude gets uncomfortable again. So now him and Kitty start performing acts, and they start coming back to dude. Dude starts saying. So right now the charges they're trying to press like sexual assaults, like a small version of kidnapping, like where you can't leave. And then there's 3 sexual assaults. Yeah.
Rick James. I didn't know it was all that.
Yeah. I mean, you can
Oh,
go read this shit. It was the whole
wow.
thing.
Yeah, that
So he's
sounds
facing a
low.
personal lawsuit as far as these allegations go. And they're
He
trying
on
to.
some
It's
Rick
not like he's
James shit.
booking charges, but they're filing a lawsuit, and these are all the claims in the lawsuit. Soon this is all going to be out in public anyway. You can look at TMZ and see all this shit.
It sounds like O.J. Simpson too. When he had the
Man,
motherfucker locked
That's
up
what I'm
and
saying.
trying
Like,
to get his shit
bro,
back.
listen. Like, if Dog say he not cool, like, man, get the fuck out. Me and
You
Kitty
know what
here.
I'm saying?
Like,
Oh,
go home. Yeah, I just don't understand the press.
Yeah.
He's just like he trying to turn somebody and shit. And it's worry about basketball,
Yeah,
nigga.
but I don't
You
know.
dunking the
I don't
wrong
know
balls.
that. I don't know, buddy could be cloud chasing too. So
But I can see how it is, but if
Yeah.
you don't put that in the scenario, man, get the fuck out, man. Me and Kitty here,
the
like, go.
only
Like,
thing I will say, that's not the first time we heard that. from
no,
him.
it's not, because Dog had to
And
go get that
where-
little
where
surgery
that
and have that
smoke,
little
it might-
thing. And
it
it's,
might be fire. You know what I'm saying?
but like I said, I just feel like
I never heard no shit like that from Derek Jeter.
nah. But I feel like this because this is
You know what I'm saying?
this
Like,
feels
we've never heard anything from Derek.
this feels like a
Yeah,
real
just
rapey like
random motherfucker, man.
vibe, don't it though? This feels like a rapey like vibe, and I feel like dude's a big dude. Like Dog can easily be like, no, nigga, hey, stay.
Yeah.
He's like, no, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
Please.
Come on, man,
Like,
let me please.
They got the thing in his mouth. Oh,
We
who
need
knows?
to the facts of the
But
case.
at the end of the day, it's just like, man, I feel like even if it was a woman involved, these get real. It feels it's real rapey vibes. And you a big dude. You a Tyson body like nigga. Like
Yeah, the motherfucker
I just
6'10",
think they say he got a roar in
6'11".
his mouth.
Shoulders.
right.
Like, dog,
Him
nigga,
strong.
you
Get your ass out of here. I'm just saying, you gotta do better picking and choosing your vibes when it comes to that. I feel like if you in that type of thing, you can go into situations where that's more accepted. You don't have to be in this type of situation. And now it kind of seems like you forcing yourself onto somebody and they wasn't enjoying that as you was. And then you try to invite some more motherfuckers and it just got awkward. Let dude go, man. Like,
for real.
that's all.
That shit disgusting.
It did.
You a freak, you a
Episode
freak.
62, man. The
Robin was doing
questions
it too.
week, man. A lot of fun this week. We had a special guest. He had to dip. He had a hard out.
Pressing
But,
niggas. He was pressing niggas?
Nigga, he was pressing niggas.
I didn't know he was pressing niggas.
Man, that nigga Robin, boy, he'll swell up on your ass, boy.
I don't know.
With a motto, like, we like you. Let's go home.
I figured out the other day why he was the best rebounder pound for pound in NBA history. This nigga loved box out.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. He like putting his booty on young gentlemen.
You's a fucking idiot.
Ooh.
They said, the two stories I ever remember about Rodman. The one nigga, I think it was Isaiah Thomas or one of them. They were like, they drafted him, and they said he was just sit on the rim and just watch everybody shoot. He down there counting rotations of the ball. Yeah. He's like, your ball got 8 rotations on when you shoot, and you about to make it. So he knew when if your shit ain't 7, oh shit, he's there. Yeah. He just count. That's crazy. The other one is when he was guarding Magic. After Magic had been diagnosed with having whatever he has right now, it's like, man, Rodman didn't care what that man had. He was just gonna play D on that man. He didn't care. He was up there bumping dudes. Like, all right, bet. He made Magic lively that game. Magic was out there looking a little stiff. Rodman's like, look, come on, we gonna play ball or what, nigga? I don't care. That's my 2 best stories of that. I love that one, man.
I love Vince Rodman. Man, great week this week, man. Another great episode. Episode 62 is in the books. Like I said, I want y'all to check us out. We got to pay a few of these bills. You're downtown La Crosse, Wisconsin this Saturday night. Check out Press Break, man. They got great food down there. Chicago dogs. I don't know if they got chicken this week or not, but always got the Italian beefs, the cheesy nachos, all that good stuff, man. Also, man, we keep telling y'all, man, you want to get fresh, go check out A Breath of Fresh, man. Our brother Focus, man, got all the latest, got Supreme in there. You can actually match your Jordans with the outfit. If you need some shoes clean, he actually does shoe restoration in another part of the shop. So, man, go check out our brother Focus. Also, the closet, where is that at, Hendo?
5th and King, corner of 5th and King, man. Go in there and talk to JV, man. Plug with some dunks. Some Yeezys,
yeah, all that exclusive stuff that you don't think you couldn't, you can't go to the mall and find a Foot Locker. Check out A Breath of Fresh. Check out the locker. You don't have to go to the internet. You can stay right here, shop local, man. You know what I'm saying? Good brothers, man. They're gonna look out for you on the price, and man, always super good, different sizes. So, man, check them brothers out. And also, man, it's nice out. You want to go for a nice ride. You want your car to look good, smelling good. King KO Car Wash and Detailing. Cuzzo is doing amazing things over there. Does great work. He can get the engine for you, the interior, outerior, underneath carriage. I think they have a way to do everything for like $160. Yep. You cannot beat that price. And like I say, everything is hand washed. So, man, check out King KO Car Wash over on La Crosse Street, man, La Crosse, Wisconsin. I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. O'Milly, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. Man, another show in the books, man. I'm going to let these brothers take us out, man. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. You want to go ahead?
Boy, bills, man. I'm trying to pay mine, pay yours.
Yes, sir.
Man, Henny, man. French Profile East, man. Mr. Henny back in the Midwest, man.
Mr. Honey,
make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. Get the likes up.
Hit that like button, subscribe, man. Check us out on YouTube at Old Head Sports Podcast. Also, C Hendo, CEEHEN.
On Facebook and YouTube.
Absolutely. Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff, man. Episode 62 is in the books. We out of here. Old Heads. Jill.